I just realized I had my microphone turned off the entire time. Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Age of Empires 4 replay. Spawn right top right side as the yellow English, we have Beastie. On bottom left side as the red Chinese, we have Bird Catcher Rick. In which, I'm glad I caught the fact that my microphone wasn't turned on until recently. Do now have the scout moving around. Town center here, collecting up some gold looks like. Village now going on up. Gold now being collected up, not big surprise. Just the yellow eco phase. He does send a couple villagers around the gold, not rely on the taxes. All the sheep have now been bopped. He does have a handful of sheep here he can lead back home. Yellow has a good number of sheep as well, and he's going to find some good number of sheep. Yellow's doing quite well on sheep. Red seems like he has found 5 there. Yellow appears to have found 11. Ooh, that's quite good. Oh, we got the Abbey of Kings now being put on field. Was Abbey of Kings buffed in the recent patch? I didn't think I seen anything. We also Crown of King, powerful cavalry leader. Yeah, I don't think the Abbey of Kings have been buffed. Imperial Academy now being deployed on out. Got some palisade walls there just to restrict some movement. Red does see the Abbey of Kings being deployed on the field. The Abbey of Kings will of course grant him access to the king. The king, it costs 200 resources, 100 100. He does have like 230 health, 2 armor, and like Keshik level damage, I think. Been a while since last seen the king, so I honestly can't remember all the exact stats. 120 health, 2 armor, 16 damage, 24 charge. But the attack speed is much slower than a Keshik. While it does, I think, have the same damage, much slower attack speed. By the way, the king starts pushing way forward. Scout does scout around. King's making his advance. Got multiple Imperial officials on the field. Of course, got the Imperial Academy. In the recent patch, the Imperial Academy does allow Imperial officials for cheaper. Vatican and the Sun still wouldn't be half bad for the additional deployment of an outpost for securing out the land, as well as getting access to Song Dynasty for the faster villager production. We do have 2 deer deposits over here next to quite a bit of stone. There's quite a bit of stone up north for Red. His gold spawned all south from him, as well as boar. So he could make his uses of all that food up there. Deer did spawn way down here with some various berry bushes here up here, and the gold a little bit more scattered for yellow. Overall, it seems like the map generation is a bit more favored towards red, but that means very little, honestly. Local doggo will be put down, you monster. Kingsart pushes his way forward, got a number of... got quite a bit of Imperial officials there. He's really going to be pumping out these spearmen. He does get a bit of taxes that can be collected. I suppose that's one way to get gold. You simply deploy out spearmen. How much taxes do you get for deploying out spearmen? Went 64 to 72. That means it went up by 8. So you get 10% rebate on your spearmen. I wonder if that's how the taxes work for... I never really looked close to the taxes and military structures for the Chinese. Most people don't really use supervise all too much, but... does cost some gold there. And that, of course, means that 10% rebate on everything you deploy out is actually pretty good. Assuming it does scale on per cost, not based on unit. Got a good number of spearmen there. Since he knows about the Abbey of Kings, he's going for a good number of spearmen. The king tends to be accompanied by other horsemen using the health regen capabilities of him. Exotic Doggo demands head pats, but he's not providing. And that scout does get saved. Good number of spearmen there. They're just surrounding that stone deposit. He's eyeing for a secondary town center. There's quite a bit of deer here. But that's a little bit dangerous. Spearmen, however, will water these forces no problem. Red does keep a scout alive. Yellow does not, which actually is important. Luckily, oh, and takes out the sheep, you monster. Use villagers to gather food from this poor, helpless sheep. I love all the sheep dialogue in this game. Either way, we've got the Bardic and the Sunbeam pulling on field, which will give him some extra storage space for his villagers. He'll be able to store up to 15 villagers in this region. And now berry bushes will be harassed. Red Scout's still alive here. Barely. He needs a medic. More horsemen now being pulled on out, but looks like that one's on a patrol move. Survival techniques have been deployed on the field. Also, I turned on a setting that it'll show you the waypoint flag of your units, but I thought it would be a great idea to do that for casting so I can see where they're going. Howdy. I am not interested in any sort of artwork. Mine has received some damage there. Spearmen pursuing these forces. Multiple round of walls now being blown in the field. We do have a good number of spearmen. Bardic and the Sun has made itself known. And I've always got the number percentage wrong of village production. According to Wikipedia, it does provide plus 33% villager production speed, not 25%. So right now he does have 2 2/3 town centers moment. Villagers gonna get hit here. Does further damage there and does save all the villagers. Spearmen now pursuing these forces. Aim that up. Wolf now running with the spearmen. Over here we do have, looks like English man-at-arms being put on the field. Early man-at-arms will be very effective for these spearmen. It's a good transition. You gotta go with that or for longbowmen. Looks like villager does go down. Horseman still being pursued. We got multiple spearmen now engaging the man-at-arms. Remind me to get rid of that spam bot after this game. Spearmen now push away forward. Good number of villagers here. One of them severely wounded. They will get impaled a little bit. Does hit the wounded villager there. Makes more wounded villagers. Made another dead villager. Does kill off a deer there. And now the spearmen's trying to pursue these forces, but there is walls here, so won't really be able to skip out of there. He will see some Bardic from the Sunfire. He's going to be back into a corner. He's trying to juke around. Got more man-at-arms from pulled on field. Hand cannoneer slits will be relatively effective versus the man-at-arms. He could eye for some outposts. He does have one astronomical clock tower being pulled on the field. He may need to rapidly get out some palace guards in order to help deal with the man-at-arms. Spearmen still trying to pursue these forces. Got another outpost here. Spearmen, of course, get easily overran by these English man-at-arms. English players going straight for his attacks, going from melee damage as well as from melee armor, so his man-at-arms should be pretty effective versus those spearmen. All scars will be good intermediary item. They'll just take some hits there, and Pure Fish will just need to keep his distance. Spearmen trying to pursue these horses. Scars not being put on the field. They have 12 damage, 3/3 armor, 155 health. Those in man-at-arms do also have 3/3 armor, 11 damage, and 120 health. And Palace Guards are superior in this situation because of age 3 versus age 2 unit. But the English players probably get additional melee armor. Palace guards getting some hits there. One villager does go down. Outpost not currently being built, collecting quite a wood there. Right now the villager count is very, very similar. The English player has one secondary mana counselor here as well. The Chinese player only has the additional village production at the moment. Okay, a big line of palisade walls now going on up. Scout here. And now got the King's Palace being put on the field, which would be a third town center for the English. The Chinese player only has a slight, less villager lead. He also did a good job of calling his opponent's villagers. Got palace guards pretty forward, hacking apart some local doggos. Villagers had completed the walls there. Got a number of spearmen here as well. So he does have defense. The king does take some damage. Does charge on one of the villagers. He still does not have textiles. The king is dead. And long live the king. Palace guards getting overran by the mass man-at-arms. His opponent will soon have very good man-at-arms at this moment in time. They of course will be able to get up to Castle Age variant as well as being armored clad. Chinese player may not want to go for mass palace guard against mass man-at-arms unless he's going to utilize the mobility to hit something else. After all, those palace guard to move same as Musafati warriors and faster than spearmen and crossbows. Well, man-at-arms do still move at man-at-arms speed. Excuse me. These early man-at-arms do now have 5/5 armor. They should be able to get up to 8/8 no problem. Want to employ some crossbows, very good. He's fighting against English. The chance of him fighting against man-at-arms is very likely. Oh, here we do have the man-at-arms forward, report the monks, as well as looks like a spearman. That villager will go down as well. Red needs to reorganize his lines. He needs more crossbows. Not sure where his current ones are at. There's his current ones. He could try pushing them forward to start a step around. The king himself is also a heavy unit, so should be able to get pussy bonus in for the crossbows. Right now, he does actually have plenty of resources, a lot more crossbows. He should eye that. The king is dead. Long live the king. Not queued up that one, the next king yet. Villagers taking some hits there. Men-at-arms here. Another villager going down. Red is losing a good number of villagers. Crossbows gains good damage, but right now yellow is ahead in economy, at least in villager production. As well has more economic text at the moment as well. Red has claimed 1 relic, has built 2 monsters there. He was expecting to claim more than just 3 relics, but he was not successful at that. Crossbows getting hit. They may want to just run the village to get on the other side of the village. Multiple crossbows or men-at-arms to go down there. Monk receiving some bites there from local doggo. And the scout will stop to capture the sacred site, as well as slowly shank that monk to death. Men-at-arms push forward, see some good volleys there. Does get a good spear brace there onto the king. The king's starting to fall back there, and the rest of these spearmen will just get ripped apart by the man-at-arms. We do have 7/7 arm at the moment. More melee damage on the way. Hasn't gone from range damage just yet. He could eye for an age, age 4 to go for the Vanguard Palace in order to get out some Vanguard Rangers, the Elite Longbowman variant. In theory, I don't think you need the Longbowman research upgrades for veteran, like the veteran elite upgrade for those things to be fully statted. So that could be a good way to provide a good 4 units to support his man-arms, getting extra long-range longbowmen.
Nein Hestes? Yeah, ich kam Ganda. Ich rede vor.
Take a site now being captured on up. These forces are moving around. Walls continue being built. Got the veteran spearman research for the Chinese. That's not going to be useful. He just sees mass man-at-arms from his opponent. He does not need spearmen. Crossbows were good. Maybe the spearman would just be a good front line to hold back the man-at-arms allows crossbows to work. That would make more sense, actually. Oh, 6 sites have been captured up by Yellow. So Yellow putting the pressure on his opponent. Going to Berkshire Castle right here. This will help him keep the 6 sites secure and go for this large gold deposit. It's gold. Let's see. You have Imperial Official here to support out this gold mine. Does have a large number of granaries here. Large as in 2. He has a mill here as well, so he's going for good collection rates. You can see these villagers are glowing, even though you don't see the aura effect there. Monk is dead. The king is dead. Long live the king. Crossbows are getting some decent damage there. Spearmen, of course, have to force the withdrawal. They are not a frontline unit. Or at least not against the man-at-arms. Berkshire Castle's not complete. That would... good chance they will just kill off all those crossbows before he can run away. And now the man-at-arms charging over 44. Res throwing away all of his crossbows. Spearmen and Palace Guards hacking apart the man-at-arms. Over here, we do not have the man-at-arms push way forward. Quickly torching down that outpost, that's for sure. He is Imperial Age. 20 torch damage can make short work on these infrastructure. Got a handful of crossbows here. Red does not have any sort of army on the field. It's actually quite a bit of gold stored up, so a little bit of mismanagement economy, and needs to continue producing crossbows. He is trying to go for more archer ranges now. Lancers wouldn't be half bad either. They will be a much better frontline unit than the Spear. Of course, they'd be 3 times more expensive, but I'm pretty sure they provide a bit more than 3 times the value. In this situation, at least. Now we got the Elite Man-at-Arms research and the Elite Army Tactics now on the way for the English player. Man-at-Arms now hitting the farms. He will take out these yellow man-at-arms there, but he will take some damage. Double Spearman over here. Now we got the enclosures tech as well that will really help out the English economy. Every single farm of his will provide like 12 gold per minute, which will, let's see, 56, 12 times 50, 600, if you provide him 600 gold per minute. Either way, this is Angrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Relatively short match. A good way to start off the day with. Let's see now. That was... I don't think that was that top one. Oh, it was the top one. I do not know why my main menu is so laggy. In-game's fine, the menu not so much. It's also because I'm recording as well, so somehow recording, or not recording, streaming is interfering with the menu. I do not know why. Greetings everyone, Angrade here with another Age of Empires 4 replay. Spawn on bottom right side as the pink Japanese. We have Melody Air. I butchered that. It's spawn on top left side as yellow Mullions with Beastie. Mullions versus Japanese. Japanese, of course, has the heavy infantry as well as known. Most people use more the light infantry rather than the heavy infantry. They can go for the only thing they have to worry about heavy-wise against Mullions, the Japanese player, are the Sofa. So the mounted archer, whatever how you pronounce that. I always forget how to pronounce that one name. Are not super necessary because a mix of spearmen along with infantry composition probably would be adequate. The Mullion player, of course. Musfati warriors will be good versus the samurai, but samurai will also get bonus damage against the Musfati warriors with the Otachi upgrade. And it'd probably be a little bit vulnerable to the amassed Yumi archers. So you could go for javelin throwers against that. Javelin thrower Donzo, maybe his best composition, at least in Age 2. Now the Kira storehouse going on up. Looks like it won't be able to get all the farms around it. We got the first wheelbarrow research. More mining huts, or not huts, houses there. And mining camp. Monza quarry now being employed on Ausbo, so we have plenty of gold generation. Another farmhouse here. And there's an age up. Cattle ranch now being employed on out. It looks like he's mitigating those up and going. His opponent designed for more villagers, eyeing for stable now. He may be eyeing for some horsemen. One village in the mining camp. I probably should switch over this. People prefer if I have that at least in the early game. I always forget. Daimyo Manor now being deployed on the field. Daimyo Manor does have the same production time as a villager. It also provides one villager, so it does not slow down your villager production whatsoever. Next one is also the same as well. Actually, no, it doesn't. No longer. Oh yeah, it provides free village. I see in the second line there. Do not have the Yuna ban. Ah, that's why you went for stable. Not for horsemen, but for the heavy cav bannerman. You can always mix some horsemen on in, which he is. His opponent does have a mining pit going up and going. Hit the wrong button there. And he will get impaled there. It does have a decent charge attack there, 29 damage. The second slice does put him down. Now dead. Doesn't two-shot villagers. Starts throwing some torches there. Charges way forward. Does consider town center there. Going for barracks there to get out some Donzo. We do got a cow here. Want to be with the cool kids, but he can't. Horsemen now push way forward. It may be a good idea to actually torch down the housing. The mining pit does have 3 times the amount of health than a single house. Barracks on the way. Archer range on the way. Oh, look at the walls there. Now the scout's also throwing some torches. It's non-warrior scout still moving around. We have a single samurai on the field. He's going for samurai. Not even hardened samurai at the moment. We've got now the next wheelbarrow research. I don't even want to even try pronouncing all these names. I'm horrible pronouncing names. Hardened samurai on the way as well. Mining pit taking some good damage there. First Donzo there. Javelin throw will be good, but I think that got blocked. Samurai will be very useful engaging the Donzo, that's for sure. Mining pit has been set ablaze. There's a pair of javelins there, get some damage on the Bannerman. Their damage is, yep, 7+7 against cavalry. That was a javelin throw there on the scout, a lower priority target, honestly. Does go for more Donzo. A couple Musafati warriors wouldn't hurt at this moment in time to help engage the samurai, but no, there's now a good number of Onobushigas. That will pose a big threat to the light units. Donzo do have one inherent melee armor, so that will help out quite a bit against the Onobushigas, but their damage output is significant. It is very high. At this point in time, he needs some regular archers to deal with those. We do have regular archer on the field. House has been set ablaze. This one's been set ablaze as well. He'll lose this entire mining camp. He has 3 houses he can lose. That will not put him pop cap, but pretty close it would. Now got another archer range not been put on the field. Javelin throw there. Does get a good volley there on the Bannerman. Horseman charges way forward. He's the only one that's getting buffed by the Bannerman's damage. The house will go down. That's all the housing there. He is now at pop cap. Onobushigas move around, they'll find a whole bunch of trees, and they find the end of the world. They realize the world is not round, but flat. His force is still right there. More archers being put on the field. He does get some housing out. Another blacksmith there. The rest of the gold deposits, of course, in the middle of the map, so getting out a couple mining pits down there is not really possible. Got a floating gate being put on a field. How's the cows coming along? Because I got a good number of cows. Just got all of them are on the field. All 20 inside cattle ranches. The Grand Filani Corral needs more food. Pair of deer there. And we got a pit mine not being deployed on out. Two Katana Bannermans there, going for more melee damage as well. One villager does go down there. Bannerman goes down as well, thanks to all the javelin throws. And now there's H3 for the Japanese player. The floating gate has been put on the field. Throws the Yoshiro, I think it's called. Yeah, Yoshiro, I think. Inside the barracks is eyeing for fast production speed at the barracks. Grand Filani Corral not being put on the field. That'll greatly spike up his food income from cows. Another house gets burned down. Villager here, make it rip apart. Does stay alive. Good volley there from Danzo. Has a good number of archers. Has a handful of Musfati warriors mixed on in as well. There goes that horseman. Musfati warriors compared to Onobushiga. Musfati warriors do have 8 damage plus 10 versus heavy and 1.38 attack speed, while the Onobushiga or the Naganatas have 9 damage, 0.9 attack speed, and even 1 tile range, which is actually quite far. Wait, wasn't like 2 range something beforehand? Oh yeah, still that's much farther than even Spearman. So they still have good melee range. Over here, now Boar now being obtained. That one village needs to fall back. Hakuna Matata has been denied. In fact, yep, based on the position in that Boar, he cannot put all villagers onto Boar. It's too close to the structure. We do now have poison arrows not being researched by a Malian player. Going for hardened spearman, or veteran spearman, veteran archer, and melee armor. Melee armor will be very important to fight against those Onobushigas. Got a good number of samurai not being plotted field. He's now going for the Otachi, increasing his damage against infantry by +4. But for at least for his samurai. Berry bush is now being cleaned up there. Decent force there. Scout being warded away. He also has a scout here, so he's able to see that advance, sort of. Does cancel the housing there. He does have some published housing to work with. More torches coming out of the mining pit. Archers push forward. Danzo and Musfati warriors trying to engage. Archers need to make sure they focus down the Onobushigas, so they will get bonus damage versus them. And once poison arrows is researched, then they can be a bit more useful versus samurai. Got the bannerman there. And poison arrows has just been researched. Does lose all of his Danzo and Musfati warriors there. A little bit out-qualitied. More Onobushigas not being blown out. Yellow doesn't have a scout there, so more or less got ambushed a little bit. Pink does have a scout there. Archers stutter stepping away, cancel the mining pit. Get some good damage on the Onobushigas. Some of the samurai arcane poison as well. Villager does get killed off there. Some Musfati warriors now engaging. Get some damage there on the samurai. Who do have the Otachi upgrade. Good amount of damage there. He's doing a good job stutter stepping, but he has lost a number of villagers. Granted, the Grand Fulani Corral is very good. Villagers not being brought on back inside the town center, but someone will get hit. Villagers inside the town center now. Got a couple of torches being thrown there. Archers doing some great work. 15 of yellows, 16 of yellows villagers have gone down, which is quite significant. The Grand Fulani Corral does force him, give him quite a bit of food along with all the cows. Has a bit of food and gold to work with. Trying to clean up some deer on the map as well. Very nice. He is classified as Islamic, so he can't clean up boar like his opponent. Yellow's now eyeing for counterattack, has just good number of archers, which is good. But we'll need some other units. He is going for good number of Musfati warriors, and does not have a scout to see through all the hedges. There's a handful of Musfati warriors right there. Drawing some fire. Start stepping away. Numbers of samurai getting focused down, poisoned quite a bit. Double Bannerman still alive. I think we have one Bannerman's only remaining. Yellow's pretty forward. He's continuing to stutter stepping away. Good job of stutter stepping away. And there is actually a couple Onobushigas engaged by some Musfati warriors. All those forces have been cleaned on up, but it was not as like a clean victory. Musfati warriors are getting hit. Got the Shinto priest claiming relics. Ink has claimed 3 relics and has picked up the other 2. So he's going to intercept this Shinto priest. Going to be poisoning that Shinto priest. Shinto priest has gone down. Got some horsemen and bannermans now being floated out. Looks like all the mounted bannermans. That Shinto priest is now dead. Ink has claimed the 4th relic. Oh yeah, there's now new research for the Shinto shrine. Increases Shinto's priest health by 40, healing rate increased by 6%, and movement speed by 15%, so it's a little bit better than herbal medicine. Eon's festival increases the line of sight of all buildings by 2 tiles. Every 3 minutes, all economic units are healed by for 100% of their health over 3 seconds. Not bad. And we got the Bunuri. Increase the maximum number of Yoshiros by 2. Immediately spawns 2 Yoshiros at the floating gate. That is, of course, in Imperial Age technology. Is it still capped at 4? Yes, it is. Good number of horsemen there. Musfati warriors are not good for horsemen, unless they're heavy. At this point in time, he needs to get out some Danzo. He's going for some sofas now. Bannermans are getting quite significantly poisoned. It dropped 2 Bannermans there. I've got a handful of sofas with some Danzo support. He's going for more Danzo now. Very nice. Got another force of mullions here. Right now, Yellow does have a larger force in the field. The valley is quite similar. Got the gold mine now being abandoned. Got, of course, a couple of these outposts here. Sofas and Musfati warriors engaging. Horsemen trying to overrun the archers. He's start stepping away. Horsemen don't like being poisoned. Danzo now engaging the horsemen as well. Onobushigas gains great damage here. Yellow's front line is starting to go down. Pink's horsemen are now all down. Falling back a couple of forces there. More Musfati warriors not being flown out. Archers are raining on in. Samurai do go down there. Overkill on some of these samurais with poison arrows. Yellow's front line is constantly being reinforced, but getting hit quite hard. So got a number of Onobushigas. More Musfati warriors and Danzo charging forward with some Sofa. Do they have the imported armor? Looks like they do have the imported armor, so 7 armor will make blunt a large amount of damage on the Onobushigas. Now he's out of most of his melee units, so doesn't have any good siege units. Does probably not have access to battery ramps and what? Yeah, may want to eye for some siege engineers. Villagers trying to pluck this wood. He's now trying to engage Pink's army as it's trying to reinforce. He's down to only 10 military units. He does have a Shogunate Castle, which means it has an excellent defensive rocket. It's gonna be hard to break through it. It also has 13,000 health. 7 guys are on the inside. Got Yoshiro here. Yell's sneaking on by, trying to find another opportunity to engage, but there's not really much opportunity to engage. Siege Workshop there. Going for some Mangonels wouldn't hurt against all of the archers. Maybe Samurai Mangonel is a composition you should eye. Two Mangonels now queued on up. That Sofa does take a rocket hit there. That rocket does like nearly 200 damage. 190 versus infantry or cavalry. Sofas have 195 health, so they won't get one-shotted by it, but pretty close to. Farmhouse slowly going on down. Heard an ability somewhere. Down south. Farmhouse. We do have a archer here. Fort of the Huntress now being put on the field in the center of the map. He also has a keep here as well as a mining pit. Mining pit is going to have the full 140 gold per minute. Ooh, Sofas find these villagers, taking a good number of them out. This is going to hurt Japan quite a bit. More of these villagers going down. He's just down to 2 there. Both of them now killed 17 villagers off. Pink still has a slight advantage in villager production. With the 4 of the Huntress now being on the field, he's going to have a really good position. Yellow. Fort of the Huntress now put on the field. All of its nearby infantry in the fort will be camouflaged. Mangonels are raging from the high ground. Mangonels do bonus damage from structures, so they're more or less a soft counter to structures. Additionally, the fortresses only have 8 range naturally, so the Mangonels will outrange its arrows, though it won't outrange the Spring Guard emplacement. Got this force slowly pushes its way forward. This mine gold deposit still has gold. I wonder if that's been touched yet. Having trouble clicking on that gold mine. Either way, multiple structures quickly going down. Mangonels do get a good hit down the elite Musafati warriors. Archer Sofas got a massive surround. Pink's army is completely surrounded. Let's get a good hit there on the archers, however. Mangonels quickly go down, however. Archers will get some good poison damage and be able to engage some Kono Bushigas. Samurai also being engaged. Archers being micro there while the rest of this unit just pushes way forward. And Pink's army will get annihilated. And Pink does back of the game. This is great saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. So you got any decent replays still left? Oh, we could do that one. Same players. Perfect. 23 seconds. 25 minutes. This time, 2 different players. We may do that one. Same players. 25 minutes. A little bit shorter. Let's see, let's go back to those 25-minute ones. Let's do Order of the Dragon versus Chinese. Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another HPyres 4 replay. Spawn on bottom left side as the magenta Order Dragon, we have Kill Jardy. On top right side as the orange Chinese, we have Beastie. Check out the map layout, we've got boar and deer next to each other. Deer over here. One has deer on more of the backside, near rather close to boar as well, so safer for magenta. Orange is a bit more tightly packed, which is both good and bad. Very stone and gold, of course, in the center of the map. And other resources, I've got 2 small gold deposits on the back for magenta. Orange has one in the back, one off the side. Yeah, I think this would be a good expansion direction, to say the least. Does have Imperial official on the field to supervise a collection of the sheep. So I just look at the definitions. Because if you ever take a look at the descriptions and not definitions, you can see some funny little things, especially for the sheep. You monster. And if you look going on sheep carcass, these villagers gather food from this poor, helpless sheep. Oh, and looks like magenta does aggravated boar. But looks like that villager's out of range to be leashed by boar. It is getting the Vatican of the Sun next to the Pentecost expansion point, as I mentioned beforehand. His opponent is going to the Minwork Palace to give him access to a handful of different unique research, as well as give him access to a blacksmith that researches 40% faster and 40% cheaper. And he's just going to go ahead and scatter deer. Very good. Imperial Academy on the way as well. And there is the deployment of the Vatican of the Sun. You can advance the Song Dynasty relatively soon. If I remember correctly, wait, that's not Zuzi's legacy, it's Chinese. Song Dynasty will, of course, give access to faster villager production, 33% faster. Gilded Horseman now pulled on the field. His opponent does get a barracks out. He may be eyeing for some spearmen to gauge that Gilded Horseman. Does take a charge there. Got, of course, a good hand cannon shot onto the Gilded Horseman. Trying to torch down that village now. The Order of the Dragon player also is going for a faster castle because it can see quite a bit of gold and food stored up. Scout and Spearman pushing way forward.
Tara bereit.
Two gilded horsemen here. That spearman has to be very careful. Does not get spear brace there. And that gilded spearman quickly goes down there. No additional spearman being pulled by the Chinese player. He does have hardened spearman research. And go for Zinchnu. Zinchnu right now will do 2 damage per bolt, so 6 damage per volley. This opponent can quickly get out armor with the Minward Palace. Golden Dragon almost has enough resources to age up. He's going for the Regnese Cathedral. He's going to be eyeing for the, relics. He does have 5 villagers on board. 3 of them are quite wounded. Five spearmen here to engage the 2 gilded horsemen. And now do have the Gilded Horseman and the Scout moving around, trying to find another opportunity to gauge on in. Trying to throw some more torches onto the village. Looks like Spearmen are moving down over here. He did cancel the outpost there. Boar doesn't have a whole lot of food left. Does fall back. Now we have some Gilded Archers now being employed by the Order of the Dragon player, as well as some Prelates. Villagers may get hit. One villager will go down. Bardock and his son is over in this region, so help him still provide some control over there. Or Spearmen do get some damage here. We do got a Gilded Archer to engage the Spearman. The Gilded Archer has the same damage as the Longbowman, but of course has 1.5 tile less range, but also a much higher attack speed. Local Doggo goes down. Mill taking some torches there. Got some Zinchnews to mix on as well. One of the Order Dragon villagers to go down. Good Horseman trying to retaliate. He does have some archers here to engage the Spearmen. If the Spearmen have gone down, the Horseman should maybe be able to engage the Spearmen now. Zinchnu will go down, no problem. Does take some hits there. And get some good damage on the Spearman. You gotta make sure he doesn't lose that Gilded Horseman. The Gilded Horseman does have 9 health remaining. He has Prelates in the field. May want to get one of them and heal up that Gilded Horseman. Got a... Ooh, this relic back here is being claimed. There is a handful of Spearmen and Zinchnu here who will stab the Prelate. Horns is still age 2, and he's close to age up. Magenta has claimed 1 relic and picked up another. He's going for this relic now. And over here, we got the Gilded Archer taking some hits. Got a couple villagers here trying to do something at least. Taking some severe damage now. This Gilded Horseman can easily get picked off by the outpost. Does get inside the outpost there. The other horseman's taking some hits there. Taking more hits there. Both horsemen need to fall back. Both have little health there. Does take out that villager in time. Take a side in the center now being captured on up. And looks like Magenta is now eyeing for siege engineers. He has gone for veteran gilded archers, now going for some going for crossbows. Not sure I was going with that joke. I was going to say unveteran crossbows. Got a gilded knight on the field as well. Making a charge way forward. Does get good impalement. Spearman trying to respond. Got a good number of spearmen, however, for defense. And the gilded knight does take severe damage. He needs to fall back. The gilded knight get healed on up. Maybe send these forces over here to torch down one of the walls. Great opening, because it'd be a good idea to get these guys healed up by a prelate. They are expensive. Now there's the Astronomical Clock Tower. You should be able to get out some good Clock Tower variant siege weapons. Exiles and the veteran spearman research on the way for the Chinese player. And now we've got some ungilded battering rams not being pulled on out. Looks like they may have been manually built here. All these wounded forces trying to fall back. He's sending this battering ram here to engage the outposts. You can leave a scout with these forces here. Those trying to charge way forward, trying to torch down the battering ram. These forces escape on by. Gilded Knight gains some good damage. And the outpost has been set ablaze. Imperial official has gone down. Village has gone down. That will not. Oh, will put the Chinese player at pop cap. Another Imperial official has been sniped. Spearman trying to retaliate now. Against good damage on the gilded archers. Now taking some hits there. Battering rams now have less health, and they also take extra melee damage. Chinese player does have secondary accounts on the field, and he's also selling this, so he has great villager production. But remember, War of Dragon player does have better villagers. In the recent patch, the increased collection rate was improved from 25% to 28%, so his villagers are 8% more effective. Either way, if you take the quick math, go from 40, let's just assume it's going to be 25%. He basically, assuming he has 50 all the way with the 28%, closer to 40 or 52 villagers. This opponent does have a clear villager number though. Gilded Horsemen and Gilded Knights push forward. One of the Gilded Knights is severely wounded. That Gilded Knight now being queued up rapidly. That will take a bit of time. Your official not being run down. He's still at pop cap. Needs more public housing, so these villagers may go down. Good archers gain some damage on these melee forces. Getting some hits there on the crossbows as well. Over here we do have the double cross spearmen and some introduced. Got some pellet scars charging way forward. SMB's firing away, gets a good volley there, but of course there's the prelates there for healing. Royal Knights trying to charge the way forward. Not Royal Knights, Gilded Knights. Couple of them still remain. Some of the Gilded Knights being picked on off there. Prelates do receive the rocket fire. And there goes the Knight. Horizontal barrage there, getting some more damage. All the prelates now down, just the various other forces. More villagers going on down. Machetta's killed off 15. His one only killed off 1. He's still behind in villager production. So additional 11. So 55 and add another 2. So around 57 villagers to 70.
Aye, sir.
Veteran takes some fire there. Got some archers and crossbows engaging. Two Gilded Knights are there. Magenda's not cleaning up the deer. Or can still be claimed. In fact, the mill's still up here, so might as well grab that once the deer is done. Nice, charging right forward. Got the secondary town center and the Bardic Sun there, so you can store up to 15 villages region. He does store 2 relics here as well. Spearmen and crossbows get some good damage there on those Gilded Knights. Wolf for now engaging. Got a line of palisade walls there. Villagers trying to shank these knights. More villagers over here that could get impaled. He does have textiles. And some damage there. Over here, got 6 being catching up. Magenta Storm pushes way forward. Another villager does go down. Nice still being pursued. Got the nest of bees in this region. Another pair of villagers just got impaled. And look out now, the Gilded Knights taking some massive damage there. Focus down the prelates. Veteran now connecting with the barracks. One of the Gilded Knights do go down. And there goes the battering ram. Now we do have an orange keeping people on the field, eyeing to just keep the area secured. He does have 2 clock tower nests of bees. Our forces here. Another round of walls and another outpost. Keep now deployed on the field. And now we do have the Royal or the Gilded Knights moving around, trying for another engagement. They do have a 45 charge attack, 45 damage charge attack. May hit these villagers, but I've got a number of walls here, all of them ghosted, so not easy traversement. Cancel those walls, trying to run away now. One villager does get impaled. Villager may get impaled. Got a spring gold there, as well as 3 nests of bees. Outpost taking some fire. Knight taking some damage, being followed by the nest of bees. And that villager will go down. Down south, we do have Zinchnu versus Gilded Archer. It is betting Gilded Archer, no range armor versus Zinchnu. Now I do have a counterweight trebuchet and multiple spring golds there. Spring golds they did get nerfed in the recent patch. They do 90 damage but have a higher attack speed. Versus 10 armored spring gold, they will still 2-shot opposing spring golds. He does have 3 here versus 3 of his opponent. Let's see how well each side micros. Second side being catched up down there. Outpost now being built. It does take some damage there onto the keep. SFBs find a decent volley there. Nice charge way forward. Multiple of the orange siege weapons started going down. Clock Tower Spring Gold so engaging. Looks like Magenta did lose all of his Spring Golds. Magenda's captured the Sacred Site there. Game countdown in his favor, but got these trebuchets taking some damage. Good volley there by the Nest of Bees. Trebuchets do have 170 health with 30 range armor, so each Spring Gold shot would do 6 damage, so they will be 3-shotted. Though Nest of Bees still do siege damage, and thus they actually have decent damage for some of the siege weapons. Huh, looks like the rocket arrow does get improved by arrow damage. I did not know that. That is very important to remember. Good amount of healing there. This Sacred Site will be decaptured. Orange right now has 100 military units on the field. Down south, got a keep, going for more gold. Very nice. Already has Imperial official there to supervise the construction and collection. Outposts being built. Sacred Site up north is being decaptured. Trebuchet is now trying to engage the keep. Does take the damage. Up north we do have Orange trying to push way forward. Siege weapons are a little bit behind. These four starting to push way forward, starting to repair up the keep now. He does have a good number of villagers to region. Does get also inside the outpost as well. Sacred Site has been decaptured. Now there's a good number of arrows firing away. Magenda's base is starting to get hit there. And it looks like the Spring Gold placement took, or Spring Gold itself does take a bit of damage. The extra arrows from the keep does do 2 damage per shot. Plus the hand cannoneer slits themselves can do some good damage. So it may be a good idea for these this keep there to focus on the Spring Golds. Try to get it repaired on up there. And there you go, all the keeps, or all the Spring Golds have gone down, so now his Nest of Bees can report that formation. He's at least going to lose a good number of villagers there. Another volley there from Nest of Bees onto the Siege Workshop. Does take out a siege weapon of some sort there. One of the Spring Golds do go down. Spring Gold goes down. And there goes that Trebuchet there, and Magenta does back of the game now. This is great saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Before I get started with the next replay, I do need to use the restroom. Please give me 1 moment. Sorry about that. Speaking about using restrooms, let me open the drink. There we go. I am back. And let's go on to another player. Last online 6 days ago. Let's not do that one. Last online 2 hours ago. Hidden. Last online 10 hours ago is a foreign name, but looks like there's a large number of people, or a large number of the top level people who haven't been online this week. Did I? Suppose I can't search that one. I have a feeling that they've been maybe playing some other games. I'm guessing Pal World. Here we go. Only a handful of replays to look through. A little bit too short. We'll do that one. No thanks on mirror matchups. And might as well do that one there. Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another HPARS 4 replay. Spawn on bottom right side as the Green Byzantians, we have Fei Chan. Bottom top left side as the Magenta English, we have Divine EFP. If we take a look at map generation, we do got deer nice and safe back here with the English. And a little bit off to the side, but still relatively safe direction with some gold back here as well. Granted, English players sometimes don't even touch deer. Farms are dirt cheap for them. Now I do have another pair of cisterns on the field. The values of cisterns changed in the recent patch, so now each one, it goes like 10, and rather than 5, 10, 15, 20, 25%. It also goes like 10, 14, I think 18, 22, 26. So higher base, but less. Additionally, the stone of costs have been slightly reworked as well. By the way, got triple cistern already on the field. That does provide him a good basis of plus 18%. Over here, Green does have quite a bit of deer and boar next to each other. Here next to some gold as well. And both his wood deposits are very in front of him right there, so it has a bit more of a natural barrier, while his opponent's a bit more spread out. You have the Council Hall now being deployed out. Likely we'll see the Grand Winery. There's a Grand Winery. Oh, what mercenaries could we see? Musafati Warriors, which could be good against English. Bad against Longbowmen. Good against the men-at-arms they may fight against. Over here, Mercenary Magandai, which would be good if you went for the Royal Hippodrome. And Desert Raider, probably not going to be useful. What mercenaries would you go for against the English? You can go Longbowmen to fight Longbowmen, which also do decently well versus men-at-arms. So Castle Age men-at-arms can get quite a bit of nice amount of armor. 8 armor versus what, 10 damage? So 2 damage per shot, maybe not. Javelin throwers could help him engage the longbowmen. And then we'll give him some other... Let's see. There's a barracks there. No mercenary camp just yet. Essex may not be half bad. Going for the silk. Going for the Eastern Mercenary contract. Both players non-fuel. Oh, we got a secondary town center already for the English. Went for the gold and stone. Perfect spot there. He did delete a mining camp that was underneath the scaffolding of the town center. So it looks like we've got an Eco English. He may be eyeing for the Council Hall for later on ×2 barracks for crossbowmen. Magenta will bring back some sheeple. Does get out a mill there. Silk Road mercenary contracts, so he has gone for Silk Road, so he could get out some Keshiks. Oh, not Keshiks, that's Eastern. Some Javelin Throwers. Next age and Gal Cam Riders. If his opponent goes for the White Tower and I for use it to pull out Knights, Camel Riders may be not half bad. And later on, if his opponent go for mass man-at-arms or Grenadiers, could be very useful. If his opponent could counter the Grenadiers with his own Longbowmen, could go for the Vanguard Rangers in order to get out some more range on his Longbowmen. You got a number of the Lumentari now put on the field. A number of mills on the field. He will need to mill the berries to a thin paste in order to get them out of the way. Has he even gotten any round of? He has gotten a round of Javelin Throwers. He saw the secondary town center, so he doesn't worry about any sort of issue there. It does have the hardened Lumentari research. There's no exposed villagers there, so going forward for torches is not great. Though I suppose the increased range resist would be not half bad, but their torch rate of fire will be a little bit slower. Down throw an eye for some villagers. This is not a great assault. He should just fall back. So it is the 97 villagers of economics. He's at 38 versus 31 villagers. If he keeps 7 villagers inside the town center, it'll be 31 to 31. But you will have to trade Lumentari for that. Scout versus Scout combat. So Green Scout will win out, no problem. Got a round of Longbowmen now being pulled out by the Council Hall. The output for the town center has taken some fire there. More Lumentari there. Javelin Throwers push way forward with some archers. Takes out one of the Javelin Throwers there. Longbowmen do take a volley there. He's now starting to repair up the town center. He's a bit far away from aging up. His opponent is nowhere near close enough to age up. Lumentari now trying to hit those villagers. Anyway, go ahead. Now it's going to see town center fire from 2 town centers. Taking time to burn down farms is not a good idea because the English farms are dirt cheap at 37.5 wood. Looks like Magenta's also a pop cap. Got a house there. I know that's a lumber camp. Secondary town center once been set ablaze. Lumentari are being picked on off there. Got more forces regrouping. Has 4 Javelin Throwers. He's going for another round of Javelin Throwers.
Yes, sir.
Now I do have an outpost going on up. Now, it may still be a good idea to ask a single village to start repairing up the town center while the other ones just collect up resources. He's immediately going for an outpost here with an arrow slit. Of course, he can't get Spring going to the next age. He's also going for +1 damage. This will also help his town center's fighting as well as the outpost. We don't have siege engineers here. It's going to take some fire there. Now he has a good number of Longbowmen with the network castles. He's able to get some good attack speed. Javelin Throwers gain some good damage on the Longbowmen. Outpost has the arrow slit going. Lumentari is easily getting killed on off.
Estis. Mallista. Tutto prato. Veveos.
And green does get Forsen back. Overall, Magenta does have quite a bit of good kill bounty at the moment. And remember as well, the olive oil units tend not to be calculated for the army value. So this actually may be underreported. After all, these archers are 80 each, so that should be 800 resources there. Luminari are 90 each, which tends to be reported 80 each down here. Now let's just round up to 20. So that should be around 240 right there. With the... Oh, that's just the javelin throwers. Yeah, around 2... he should be over 2,000 resources here, to say the least. After all, 20 times 90 would be 180. Or 1,800, in which it would be 1,870. So that's not even counting the archers and the javelin throwers. So yeah, the army value there is actually much higher. And now the White Tower being put on field, that will be good defensive placement for him, especially when seeing how aggressive his opponent is. The White Tower will be built in no time. He also got a fortified outpost there, so he now has a good solid position there. He knows his opponent has quite a bit of infantry force here, but he is a little bit vulnerable to some mangonels, so maybe some mangonels wouldn't hurt. Man-at-arms wouldn't hurt as well, though there would be just vanguard man-at-arms. Got a market there. He doesn't really have a whole lot of gold at the moment. He could either sell off some wood if he so choose. But mangonels, they do mostly cost wood and a little bit of gold, so you can afford a mangonel. Going some more walls there. Does have a good number of... Why did he put his wall of olive groves like that? He should have encircled his Grand Winery, not his primary town center. Grand Winery will improve the oil collection rate on these units. After all, generate plus 6% olive oil around the Grand Winery, while these ones don't have that effectiveness. Now the Golden Horn Tower now being employed on out. So yeah, very poor placement of olive groves there by green. He's missing out half of his olive oil income. His olive oil income should be doubled. Golden Horn Tower will provide some free units. First javelin throwers, he may get some camel lancers later on. Camel lancers right now are not super useful. Javelin throwers will probably be generally better. And his opponent's going some Vanguard Man-at-Arms. Vanguard Man-at-Arms have 100 health, 2 melee armor, and 8 damage. Yep, he definitely needs to get the Castle Age variant as soon as he can, because right now he's going for the Feudal Age variant, the early Man-at-Arms, and then the Man-at-Arms Man-at-Arms. We also got the Armor-Clad Research. Looks like these villagers being tasked in the berry bushes. While he does have plenty of food or wood at the moment for... Nope, he's not going for the berry bushes. Going for the gold deposit. He has plenty of wood for farms, that's for sure, but he's not even going to spend time to clean up the berry bushes. He just wants the farms. Veteran Luminari Research, and there's the veteran contracts. Oh, and green's going for a round of walls right there. That is a house, which does have the border settlement research, improving the line of sight by 7. He has a number of border houses. How do these archers get through? Well, we got a number of Byzantine archers in the back line. I'm not sure how they got there. They must have slipped on through here. They may get a couple kills. They do offer 6 damage from one. His opponent does have 0 range armor, and it does have textiles. Looks like 2 quick volleys can pick off a villager. He sells some sheep here, so if he ever needs to get villagers on food, he more than can. The Byzantine player also has quite a bit of food at the moment, almost enough food to age up. He needs a lot more gold, however. Number of cisterns now being put on the field, and aqueducts. Those archers are good as dead. Scout down, not big surprise. And looks like the local doggo demands head pats. Lumentari and javelin throwers making their advance. Got a number of palisade walls going up over here, which will open circle of stone and gold. There's this giant pile of stone. Green will not make his way up there. It's going straight to the center. We'll run to all these fortifications. Town center still needs repairs. That's the man-at-arms research. Right now, the man-at-arms are up to 6 armors. Going for his blacksmith research now. Going for double range damage first. Relic picked up by Green. Magenta is too late. Magenta has claimed 2 relics. Green has claimed 1 and picked up 1. The last relic is here in Green's sphere of influence. Green right now has a large force in the field. Got a Mangonel to pop with English. Very nice. It should be very effective for the javelin throwers as well as the crossbows. We've got another pair of rounds of javelin throwers now being deployed on out as well. Javelin throwers and Lumentari now backing on off. Network of citadels now being deployed on out. Aspects and some Varangian Guard. And he's also starting to split up his forces, going to try to torch down to this area. He did go for a spring golem placement here. He also has these 2 gold deposits that were, I mentioned before, and they were pretty safe. And there is a Berkshire Castle up in Porterfield to help protect his flank. He won't be providing good... Will just basically deny the flank from being harassed at this current rate. Though he is going to lose that wall. As well, going for the tower afterwards. Magenta starts and Green start engaging. Mangonel gets a good hit there in the javelin throwers. English man-at-arms engage just fine. Got the shield wall up. Good volley there onto the javelin throwers. Good number of them are almost dead. A couple more spearmen go down. And there is a Berkshire Castle. He needs to get inside the Berkshire Castle to save the villagers. He may lose a good number of them. Man-at-arms push way forward, engaging the severe sources. Green's arm in the center is falling on back. Does most get inside of the Berkshire Castle there. I think he lost 3 villagers. Longbowmen, crossbows, push way forward. Got a monk here to heal them up as well. Outpost quickly goes on down. Mangonel in tow. Green right now has less villagers and less military units in the field. As well, fighting against age up, though his one does not have any advanced research at the moment. Does get a volley there. Does get a good volley there. Man-at-arms slowly going down there. Javelin throwers gain some damage on the longbowman now. But the Mangonel still pose a threat that we simply cannot answer at the moment. Got a single Varangian Guard here. May want to just try charging that. And Green does back the game now. This and Great saying thank you for watching, and on to next replay. On to the next player. That's online 9 hours ago. Here we go. Got a number of replays. And it's a little bit short. I'm gonna do 22. And haven't really touched a longer replay yet. Longest one I touched was 25 minutes. We can do this one. It's a couple okay length ones. That one's a little bit longer. Let's go ahead and do this one here. Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Age of Empires 4 replay. Small on bottom left side as the orange Byzantians, we have Core with a lowercase e. On top right side as the Cyan Mongols, we have Krakud here. He's got a bit of wood there. Is going to go for barracks or is going to go for a pasture? I highly doubt it's going to be for a stable. He does got a bit of berries. Probably a good idea to go for sheep, not berries. There's the barracks. Ah, that's why he did berries. He wanted to make sure the villager was in that region. So we do now have the barracks going up. He's going for more wood there to collect for the spearmen themselves. We have one level cistern here. The Council of Range does reach out over here, so he could deny the gold deposit. He has not gotten 200 gold yet, but likely that will be before the spearmen get over there. Got them gliding across the ground. Villager pushing way forward. It's clearly a ruse. She's going to get an outpost up, not trying to beg for some food. Imperial Hippodrome now put on the field. Take a look at the Musfati Warriors, Camel Archers, which could be buffed by the Royal Hippodrome. And we've got Sipahi, which could be buffed by the Royal Hippodrome, as well as some mercenary crossbows. He already deleted his, his mining camp there to deny the raid bounty. Imperial Hippodrome still being built. And there's 4 and 5 number spearmen. This will help them lock down not only the gold deposit but also the berries, so no olive oil for the foreseeable future. Outpost has been built. The Mongol landmark has not been started being built. It could be the silver tree to get over for some good trade. The Khan's still over here. Outpost is complete, but so is the Royal Hippodrome. We are going to see the horsemen, and maybe I am for the Explorators, or have you pronounced that? You can always go for more spearmen for defense. The silver tree is being built. Maybe a good idea to go for another set of spearmen just for defense. He knows about the Imperial Hippodrome, so the chance of him fighting against horsemen relative to him is very likely. We got a good number of sheep there. And this villager will go down. Villager maybe behind to bob some sheep. Bob a sheep. One sheep has been bobbed. There's another pair of spearmen. He's engaged that horseman. They got some stabs there onto the scout. Villager's one shot away from death. Villager does go down, so does the horseman. Three villagers on gold, which I believe is like the minimum amount you want to have in order to maintain trader production from the silver tree. Now we got an arrow slit over there. You have a archery range now being employed on the field. Horseman, spearman there.
Τι πράγμα θέλεις?
Ναι.
You have more housing there, more horsemen being built. His opponent could eye for some Keshiks engage both. Keshiks will be effective both for the archers and for the horsemen.
Ευτυχισμένος.
Another house there.
Ναι, έτοιμος. Τοξότης έτοιμος.
Sheep has been claimed. He shall lead that sheep to glory. Yeah, still plenty of sheep there to collect up as well. Mongol player says good number of sheep. He does have one passion field. This will provide him enough sheep to support up build 4 villagers. Right now he's at 12, so he does technically need 3 more or 2 more pastures next to the ovo. You can always also collect up berries themselves. Khan moving around. Do have an outpost in this region. And right now the Mongol player has no economic text, nor does the Byzantine player, but he is getting for his first wood research. Something noticed well. I forgot to bring up Rumble again to see any sort of chat. We do now have a pair of Keshiks on the field. He is going for the arrow research now. Does use a speed arrow there to help engage. He's going to risk the fire. Each extra arrow does 6 damage, in which he does do 3 damage per shot. He does have, of course, 5 health per attack. Needs more Keshiks over there. Got a good number of horsemen here. Got an outpost here for those 4 villagers. Ovo is almost depleted. Keshiks move around, does have 3 Keshiks there, and as well as a pair of spearmen. He should be able to go through that outpost now. He does interrupt the production of that archer range, I believe that was. Ovo now receiving some damage. Counselor Khan is getting some damage over here. Spearman is warding away these ones. Maybe a good idea to go for another round of spearmen. He's going for another round of ×2 spearsmen. Let's get some damage there. Horseman falling him back. Too many Keshiks for him to deal with. He does have some limitari. People say I've been saying this wrong. Limitani? It says limit, so limitani. I don't know. I don't know any sort of name in this game. Good number of archers and spearmen there. Got some spearmen over here to help engage. And now I do have another round of another cistern now on the field, going for more aqueducts as well.
Ακοντιστής.
Path that aqueduct is not exactly great now, is it? Spearmen do pop on out, do get back inside. One horseman does receive quite a bit of damage, one horseman does go down. Does not lose any spearmen there. Keshik's now pushing way forward, trying to hit those archers. Horseman spearmen do pop on out. Keshik's are pushing the side, spearmen push way forward. He does take out the outpost there. Got the speed arrow for the Mongol forces. Archers focus on the Mongol spearmen, very good. And still got a number of the Linotari on the field. So engage the horsemen. Science trying to fall back there. Overall, Orange does have more army value kill. So that's always misleading because the Limitani does not properly count on the value. The outpost being blown on field. This time Byzantine and not Mongolian. Couple archer ranges there. Going for some archers. Does have still only a single pasture here. He is getting some of the berries now. He may want an eye for some more pastures. He actually start building the pastures around this stone deposit and just start sending the sheep downhill. Because this oval is soon to be depleted.
Εκτίστη καλά.
Horsemen moving around.
Ακοντιστής.
And now got a traitor to pull on the field, but it will immediately be picked off. Orange may not realize there. He now realizes it. First traitor deployed and immediately goes down. Kesh charging way forward, taking out some of the horsemen there. Outpost is not fortified, does an arrow slit. Local doggo will go down. He's going to start torching that. You can probably start regrouping some spearmen over there to engage. He does have a bit of health to play around with. 5,000 health is quite a bit. Two spearmen there, but probably a good idea not to stream them in like that. Got two pastures here that can support up to 8 villagers on collection now. It does actually have another trader here. Actually, it does already have multiple traders in the field. This one, however, will be picked off. Horseman ready to gauge around. Does see some of the archers there. A couple spearmen in the back. No additional spearmen there. There's a good number of exposed villagers here.
Καβαλάριος έτοιμος.
Does not have the +2 damage versus villagers, which would actually help him take out villagers quickly. More quickly. Catches have pulled him back. Get some good damage there onto the horseman. He has currently 15 charges of Triumph available. And there goes those horsemen. Bill is now deployed in the field. That is a very large number of villagers there on the deer.
Πάντες έτοιμοι.
20 villagers on deer. Now I'll collect the deer in no time. Right now the Mongol player is ahead on villager production. That's what's, Paul, he's ahead because the extra civilians from the Silver Tree. He has killed off 7 villagers, while Sperm's going to kill off 2. And that'll explain the villager difference. Archer's now engaged in the Limitari. You may want to use the arrow. Get some extra attack speed going. Catch to fall back their way from the Limitari. Now it also does have some mercenaries on the field. And the Byzantine player can actually has enough resources to age up. You're not the arrow float on the field. Increase attack speed as archers by 50%. Keshik now takes some fire there, but the Keshik is not that useful at the moment. Oh, it just yeah, attack speed by 50%. Oh, here I got the Keshik try and charge at these horsemen. He may want to get a station of small garrison of spearmen here. That one Keshik can get overran by those horsemen, and he is going to get overran. He split his fire as well. Does pull back that single horseman there. Keshik will go down. Got a couple more Keshiks and spearmen now pushing up here. Even a small garrison of spearmen up here wouldn't be half bad. Horsemen now getting hit. Horns killed off a good number of civilians, that's for sure. Golden Horn Tower almost complete. The Mongol player is very far from aging up. Right now, Varangian Guard wouldn't be half bad. Oh, and when the horseman did get caught there. Horseman moving their way down here. Does get another lump of gear up. And these horsemen are getting ripped apart now. Number of traders now in the field, just 8. Soon, when he gets to 10, he'll get extra wood with his trade. We do now have the veteran mercenary contract now being researched. Number of Varangian Guard here. Number of aqueducts. Only 2 cisterns at the moment, however. Golden Horn Tower is going to provide some free longbowmen, which will be very handy. Lance Connects right now would not be very useful against the archers. They'll just will escape on out of there. All will barring one. Nope, that one will escape on out as well. Some of these archers taking some hits there. Got a good number of Varangian Guard here. He is going for the Kurultai right now. Keshiks do set ablaze to the outpost. The rest they just need to fall back. Varangian Guard right now do have 6 range armor. The archers have 6 damage, so they only do 1 damage per arrow against those Varangian Guard. Varangian Guard right now may not want to berserk. While getting increase of damage, they would take reduce armor by 4, and they take a lot more range damage. Additionally, I don't think he has access to teardrop shields, so don't get the increased movement speed while berserking. We now have these forces, the Kurultais here, which will give his archers +1 damage, which still makes them do 1 damage versus Varangian Guard. Got the veteran archer and more damage there. That's for attack speed arrow. Keshik's now closing in from multiple angles. He needs the veteran Keshik research relatively soon. The Kurultai will be very useful for the Keshiks, that's for sure. He sort of just a hold and wait there. He does get a good number of pastures on the field for food collection. Yovo has been redeployed a little bit down or up the hill. Also has been garrisoned. Keshik's charging way forward. Not any Limitari in this region. There's the veteran Keshik research. Now it does use a scouting falcon there for some odd reason. The Veteran Archers, he needs to get back towards the Kurultai. There's a Veteran Archer research there. Permanent damage by 1. And now they have the range damage as well, so now they're doing 9 damage per shot, so now they're doing triple damage versus a Radiant Guard, is what they were doing before. And near the Kurultai, they have to do up to 11 damage, which will help him really punch the Radiant Guard. And now he's able, now you can see his size will different than the Radiant Guard. He can actually fight the Radiant Guard now. Now he's like, oh crap, I'm just trying to disintegrate. Outpost will be set ablaze. Oh, that Keshik's dead. I can't click on him. Keshik's charging way forward as well. Archers push way forward. Longbow only have 1 range damage. They're doing 9 damage. Same damage as the Veteran Archer. They simply just have +2 range. Keshik's engaging the Radiant Guard. He's out of the range of Kurultai, so now they're doing 3 damage per arrow against the Radiant Guard. He does Berserk right there, but he will take a lot more damage from the Archers. That was not a good idea. He needs the front line being beefy, not being dead. There's Kurultai there. His Radiant Guard will get disintegrated. That Berserking was horrendously bad. Berserking is probably good versus higher armor targets, not versus lower armor targets. The reason why I say higher armor targets because you want the durability against the, say, against spearmen, against archers, but against, say, other man-at-arms, I think the Berserking would help out quite a bit. Does get some cataphracts in the field. Does any more Radiant Guard in the field? Nope. He does get around a lance connects from the Golden Horn Tower. Not really good, honestly. One for the Veteran Limitani, or however you pronounce that. Cataphracts move around. They do offer 28 damage per strike, which is similar to the charge attack of the Keshiks, as well as having ×2 health. Going for the trade. He does have a number of markets here. And now these villagers are very exposed to the cataphracts. We do have an outpost here. I wonder if he has researched Yam Network. Villager's getting hit there. He does not have Yam Network just yet. Yam will help out his infantry move around on the map near that. Oh, there's the charge attack there. There's a good number of pastures here. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Which should support a good number of villagers. 27 villagers. Howdy. We do now have the Keshiks engaging a good number of villagers there. Cataphracts now engaging traders once again. This was the first time for them. Orange himself is just engaging the traders once again. Also got Keshik over here being pursued by the various forces. And to have a Magnon placement there. The two are unupgraded at the moment. Might be good for a villager storage. And looks like he did take out all those villagers in that region. Got a round of walls going on up. He does currently have 23 traders. Actually, close to 26. I was saying beforehand, he has like 9 pastures, so that should support up 27 villagers collecting up food. He has 46 at the moment, but they may be collecting up other sources such as deer. Yes, he is. So he may have an adequate... He does not have adequate number of pastures for those villagers. He needs more pastures. The Mongols right now has a pretty sizable amount of food at the moment. Just needs a little bit more gold to age up. The Cognic Palace, I still say, is the best landmark for the Mongols, rather than the white stupa. In fact, I was actually personally, I rate the Cognic Palace like one of the best landmarks in the entire game, in my opinion. Because the value you get from it's actually quite insane. In one of the deployments, let's just take the Roost Knights, for example. The Roost Knights fly on 45 seconds, you get 3 of them. In other words, 1 per minute, or 1 per every 15 seconds. So let's just round up easy to nice 4 per minute. and each night is 240. So you nearly get 1,000 resources every minute from the Cognitive Palace. Granted, of course, it is very randomized. He is going for the White Stupa because people like the White Stupa for the extra stone income, so you can start spamming out outposts to defend your trade, which also is very vulnerable, and you can never really secure it as Mongols. You're not getting siege engineers, the improved siege engineers, very good. He has a good number of archers in the field, as well as crossbows. But he's approaching population caps, so still a good idea to get the elite upgrades for them. And maybe incendiary arrows, but he could start eyeing for hand cannoneers. Right now I am working on that video for saying my issues with the Mongols, how to improve them, what they're good at, and all that sort. In which I'm going to discuss strategies of how I play the Mongols. You got the Kurultai here. The Kurultai is still there, I should say. Now he's advanced to the next age. He does have some man-at-arms in the field as well, so he's going to need to get a good amount of elite research. He doesn't have enough gold at the moment. He has spread out formation there. He does fall back the Kurultai nice and early. Didn't think he can hold that position. They have similar population size at the moment, but Orange has a size of a much larger army, while Cyan has a larger military or larger economy. He is going for some of his elite upgrades, which will be very useful. He can't get any university research just yet, but he's going for a round of Mangonels there. But I think it's too late. He does not have time to deploy them out. Maybe this one, maybe not that one. He's going to go for it. Cataphracts charging the way forward in the middle formation. Does take out one of the Mangonels there, but the Mangonel does get picked off as well. Great charge attack there. Does some hand cannoneers on the field. Does go for the arrow. And he actually may have the improved whistling arrow right now, because that is lasting a long time. He has a good number of archers in the field. His Mangonel does roll a miss there in the Keshik. His formation is very, very tightly packed there for that Mangonel. Orange's army is disintegrating fast on Cyan's, but both sides are going to lose their army, which is good for Cyan, I believe. Archer's push way forward. He has no way to engage that Mangonel. That's still a corpse there. Oh, Cyan still has a handful of man-at-arms pushing way forward. There are elite man-at-arms going for some non-elite Keshiks, so they're still veteran Keshiks. As elite spearmen, maybe that was not a worth of his resource at the moment. And the man-at-arms making their way through. Man-at-arms are a great item at this moment in time. One would do 10 damage. The man-at-arms have 8 armor, range armor, so they take 2 damage per arrow. And the Kurultai of health regen. Orange is back at the game. This is Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. And before I get on to the next replay, I do need to use the restroom again. My apologies. Sorry about that. Do another Mongol game? Let me see if I can't find any. Let's see, I think the person I was looking at before didn't really have many more. Let's see if he has any. Because I also do try to get decent length of replays. Let's see if I can't find any Mongol for you. Remember that one for later. Keep that one later, and I remember for later. A little bit short, but still not Mongol. This person has a good number of replays. Byzantium, Lord of the Dragon. You know, I probably could actually look up a player and see what his... We could do that one for you. It's a little bit short. Let's peruse around a little bit more. Mongols on Mongolian Cliff. Oh, those are a good number of replays he has. I may keep and remember him for later on. Yeah, that's actually a good amount of replays in his queue. Yep. We're going to have to do this one a little bit short. A little bit shorter, but Mongols versus Japanese. There we go. Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another H-Pires 4 replay. Small on the top right side, or bottom right side as the orange Japanese, we have Kiljari. On top left side as the blue Mongols, we have 3D Antotand. And this map, it does have some fishies inside the map, and Japan has dirt cheap fishing boats. So that may be a possibility, and the thing as well, Mongols have piracy, which they will love to kill cheap fishing boats. Piracy is whenever a opponent fishing ship dies, and not necessarily a kill by your own boat. So in theory, if the Japanese player go for a good number of fishing boats, you can deploy out a dock, research piracy, and then raid all the fishing boats to get extra resources as a possibility. I have no idea if that actually works. If ground units killing fishing or killing naval units actually counts as piracy. Orange does spot the pair, Spearman not being put on the field. Blue is heading over here. The Khan does find a good number of sheeple to lead to glory. Going to slow down a little bit while the Spearmen are pushing to the map. Let's take a look at the map. There's 2 gold deposits next to some deer. Gold up here as well. So it looks like all the gold is on the right side on the map for blue. Has 2 good stone deposits here, as well as some berries. And deer deposit over here. Of course, got the trade post there. Villager here, which could deny both stone and gold. This opponent can always migrate to this one. He's going to the Kota Township, which is for the Shinobi. And immediately deletes the forge and falls on back. Huh, look at this. The trees made a nice little wall. It goes to the ends of the earth. Japanese player starts playing deer, berries, gold over on the side of the map, so denying the stone and gold is not a massive issue, just an annoying issue at this point in time. Sheeple have been rallied to their new home, which will be people's stomachs. 5 spearmen being pulled on the field, he will go ahead and garrison that up. Good chance we'll see the silver tree, though it may not be uncommon for the deer stone. Kota Township's almost complete. Shinobi do bonus damage versus melee, right? They offer good damage as well. They're classified as light melee, so archers will do bonus damage versus them. Looks like the recent patch makes it so you no longer get a free Shinobi upon completion. I think that actually the Shinobi takes a moment to build. That's what goes on. No longer instantaneous, so it does slow down the deployment of the first Shinobi. And now we do have the Deerstone being put on the field. Deerstone will provide Yam Network free and early. In my opinion, sort of meh landmark. Both of the Mongol Age 2 landmarks are a little on the weaker side. The Silver Tree is a double-edged sword because your trade routes are very exposed. And Deer Stone is just, in my opinion, pretty weak. Passive infantry movement around towers, not really that useful. Good on defense, not good. It's very, very hard to use it offensively. Granted, the Deer Stone itself can be packed on up and moved around. It's only Yam network source can do that. Scouts still trying to pursue the Khan. Does those couple arrows there. Looks like one of the Shinobis may blink their way over here. He does set the Ovo ablaze, but of course the icon for the symbol is behind the stone symbol. You can hear the burning. And the barracks does get set ablaze as well. Deer Stone still being deployed on out. 3 Shinobi on the field. That's quite a bit of Shinobi. Orange now eyeing for a dock. Shinobis do 20 damage plus 5 versus melee, so very good DPS against ground and as well as just in melee in general. He's got archer range. Good eye for archers or even some Magadai. But with the blink ability, it'd be hard to keep their distance from Magadai as well as even from archers. We have an archer range there. He looks like he will lose the Ovo. Scout still takes some damage there. Does use a speed arrow there. Got some Yumi Archer and a Spearman now being put on the field. Really eyeing production, eyeing for some aggression. Yumi Archers are the dirt cheap archer for the Japanese. They cost less, they do less, and they have less health. Mongol archer ship now put on the field. He knows the chance of him fighting against, or his opponent going for some fishing boats are very likely, so he does get one out. Yovo has been destroyed. He does redeploy the barracks. It's not currently set ablaze. More archers being deployed on out. He does keep his opponent at bay. His opponent's now going for an archer ship himself. You have this outpost still garrisoned here. Right now, for the Mongol player who's going for mass archer, still a good idea. Now it's the archer ship versus archer ship. They of course are equal. You know, one's a light junk versus a regular junk. Honestly, arrow ships are still not junk though. They're still pretty good. Oh good, they finally fixed a typo in the copper plating, where it didn't used to say percent plus 2% rather than just plus 2. And now we do have a full Spring Gold ship on the field. Mongol player could eye for some fishing boats here. He's eyeing for more Spring Golds. Eyeing for some naval supremacy on this creek. Spearman and Yumi Archers push way forward. And the Shinobi takes some hits there. Does blink away. Archer does take some hits there. Do have now a stable there. Horsemen wouldn't be half bad, but that's a number of spearmen. The Horsemen or Keshiks, both are going to be good. As a Spring Gold ship there, he's going for the arrow slits now. Getting some damage onto the arrow ship. Fishing boat trying to go for some repairs. That's just the Khan moving around. And the war junk is here receiving some repairs. He does actually have his own arrow ship, or not arrow ship, fishing boat here for repairs. Naval arrow slut has been put on the field. The dock is pretty close to being set ablaze, but he's going to be repaired on up. Got the arrow deployed on the field, increasing the Khan's own attack speed by 50%. Granted, the Khan does not have good DPS. The 5.5 tower range is making sure the Khan doesn't go accidentally into combat. The bow attack is honestly not meant to really kill stuff, it's just mainly there just to keep him at appropriate range in formations. Got the stable moving around. The OVO appears to be redeployed over here. This is a 1200 OVO. The only 24 ones right there. And looks like the outpost will go down. Does take out Shinobi. Doesn't activate Sabotage at the moment, so both Shinobi have gone down. He's going for the Yumi archers. Yumi Ashiragaru. I say Yumi archers because more or less what they're called in Age 3 or Age of Empires 3. Because there's the Ashigaru Musketeers and the Yumi archers. And this combines the names to Ashigaru, Yumi Ashigarus. It's gonna fall back there. Do now have a fire ship. Fire ship connects, takes out the Springald ship. Though his Springald ships had taken beating, he can fall back, get the auto healing. Could manually heal up. Does have 2 docks here, so going for a good amount of fishing boats. There's a good amount of fish out at sea or in the creek. Now it's probably a good idea. Here's how I reposition my gears. I grab all the villagers, right click to deposit all the wood, order them to work on a certain tree, and then pack up and micro the gear into proper position so it doesn't have issues redeploying. It's the most efficient method? No, but there's no good method to move around the gears. That should just be greatly improved. Big quality of life changes these. Archer goes down, these villagers are going to take some hits. One does go down. He does not have textiles at the moment. And now we do have that villager going down as well. Good number of archers there. And these number of spearmen, so running in Keshiks or horsemen are not an entire possibility. Oh, it's a good possibility. He's not pushing forward with a number of archers and spearmen himself. Got some Keshiks over here. He's attacking from multiple areas. This is how you can really overtax your opponent. Launching simultaneous attacks on multiple regions on your opponent's villagers can cause very big lapse in response times. And honestly, that's not a Mongol thing. That's anybody can do that. It's just that civilizations with heavy cav can do that better. More close, better with the Malians, with the warrior scouts, as well as the Sofas, as well as the Mongolian Keshiks, because heavy cav and the dirt cheap warrior scouts. Either way, trying to push forward. Short bombardment there does get a good volley. Airships provide excellent shore bombardment. You can throw some torches there. Oh, there is a fire ship. Does get focused down. Very good. The Khan's about to go down. Keshik suit charts away forward into the spearmen. Archers engaging. He does lose his own spearman there. Keshik's could find that single archer there. Looks like he's starting to fall back there. Keshik's going straight to his opponent's base, which will keep his opponent corralled into his base. Keshik's will charging forward. Get some good kills there. Mongols moving around. And he's keeping his opponent inside his base, so it allows the Mongol player not to worry about on defense so much. And this is what Mongols do well. The ability, the fact that they can't build walls is not really necessary at this moment in time, because his opponent is not being can't be aggressive and unable to assert field control. When the Mongol player can maintain field control, his stuff can be worked just fine. He could even eye for some traders. He is actually eyeing for some traders, but this is a little bit too close for my liking, to say the least. He has to clean up some of these trees there so they get a better path, but it is actually set up there and not there, so that path is simply not going to be great. It may actually better, rather than setting it right there, actually, he's concerned about getting around this cliff face, maybe putting it right there to have a safer direction and be roughly the same amount of income. Oh, looks like they found a trader. You can always divert his traders to this trade post if you can't secure this one. Would the income be great? No. No, it won't. Is it some income over 0 and they stay alive? Yes. And this is a great opportunity for these Keshiks. There's so many villagers in front of them. We now got the floating gate being researched or being deployed and out. The Mongol player just needs a little bit more food to age on up. Does get a charge attack there, and now time to get on out of there. See how many fishing boats the Mongol player has. Actually a good number. All I can for any more is not that great, because while there's plenty of fish here, those can easily eat through all that pretty quickly. Yeah, that's probably adequate number of fishing boats. Couple Keshiks over there trying to rotate around, get back on in. Floating gate was cancelled here. But there's too many units here for those Keshiks to do anything. He does lose both those Keshiks. These Keshiks, however, will go into his opponent's town center. Don't even have a daimyo manor. He does have enough stone for it. He does get the Yoshiro inside the stable. He's going for a mounted samurai. We have the Kurultai in the deployment field. It actually maybe better go for the Stepper Doubt. Stepper Doubt will prove his gold drop off and not like he can get a good securement of gold through trade right now. But the Stepper Doubt will improve his capability to hold this choke and advance through the choke. There's a fire ship there. Does take it out. Does save the Spring Gold ships there. And the Samurai do take some damage. Now Samurai trying to gauge the Keshiks once again. Fire ships charging way forward. This may connect onto the Mounted Samurai. They did. They take out the dock there. There's another dock in the background. Keshiks charging way forward. Does see the Spear Bracer. Does lose the arrow ship. And these arrow ships taking some fire. The Yumi archers have 5 damage. They're doing 2 damage per arrow against war junks. Got this war junk receiving a bit of repairs there. Keshiks now able to pursue the Yumi archers with a minimal damage. They're taking 1 damage per attack versus the Keshiks. And all those forces do go down. He does have another dock here, but minimal stuff there. He may not want to contest the water anymore, the Japanese player. Mongol player is charging forward some Keshiks. Got a number of Yumi archers and mounted samurai. More Keshiks will still be great. His opponent needs to mix in against Keshik archers. Spearmen's will be good against the Keshiks. Of course, that's archers will counter them. Red and archer research away. He's going for the superior mobility. More range damage, or some initial range damage. Spring Gold and place him somewhere. Would it be a bad idea to get +1 trader to get the first Silk Road bounty? Probably. It won't be worth it because these guys are doing 9 gold per trip. That'd be 1 extra food per trip. If even that. And a samurai there. Some Mongolian crossbows being deployed on the field. Very nice. Kurultai. Unable to deploy because deploying is a pain in the butt still. Now does have a good position there. Does not have siege engineers to deploy out some batter rams quickly. Kurultai is packed on up. He's going to try to break the stable with the Yoshiro on the inside. Very good. And a samurai push way forward. There's a good number of villagers here. He has a bit of wood stored on up. He could eye for some more pastures. He even has any. And a samurai taking some massive hits there from the crossbows. He does have some pastures here. He can deploy them out next to these stone deposits to get the extra production going. So it'll be a bit of a trip for those sheep. One villager does go down there, but the mountain samurai do go down. Couple Keshiks over there, trying to find another opportunity to hit these villagers once again. He will be potentially successful. Daimyo Mana now being researched. And the Keshiks now being brought on back. Good strike there. The Mongol players kill off 28 civilians. The opponent has killed off 6. One was at least a traitor. And it looks like Blue has claimed the sea. Starting to bring in some man-at-arms against the veteran samurai. Maybe not, though they appear to have the Naganatas, not the Otachi. Keshiks will still be good. Does use the defense arrow there, very good. And I think that's really improved. Nope, he does not have the whistling arrow research. Kurultai now pulled on right there. The Keshiks would be nearly invulnerable with that nearby. Enemy archers will get overran, and looks like Orange is back in the game now. This and Great saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Oh, I got you that Mongol match. I'm going to saw some other good replays, and I want to cover them. My apologies. Let's see. Here we go. Rus versus Ayyubids. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another HPowers 4 replay. So on the bottom right side as the yellow Rus, we have Valdemar. On the top left side as the magenta Ayyubids, we have Kiljardi. We need to make sure that we have the Ayyubids House of Wisdom selected so we can see the research popping on up. Also, I was watching a video recently. Apparently the House of Wisdom was actually originally built in Baghdad. In which it was actually, when the Mongols burned it down, it was almost as large tomes than it was with burning the Library of Alexandria. So the House of Wisdom is actually on par to the Library of Alexandria, burning and all. Either way, we do have the deer being hunted down by both players. Let's see how many trade bounties Yellow has. Has 135. Magenta's both his deer spawn pretty close to each other. This one, of course, has been picked on off. This one has not been detected. It has not been detected. Yellow does find another wolf there. Sadly, he put down the local doggo. He only wanted the pit pats. And both these deer deposits have been cleaned up by Magenta. Does kill off some of these wolves there. Does clean up all the deer, and that's actually in a nice little pile there, so hunting cabin there can get him some good amount of food. And Yellow does get a tier 2 trade bounty pretty handily. If we hear some more wolves, we'll go keep an eye on that, see if he can get closer to tier 3. When it comes to resource placement there, Yellow has 3 gold deposits behind him, and he is using Kremlin's location there to help secure up the front. Additionally, it will be next to this wood deposit, as well as close enough to this wood deposit for his increased wood drop off. Excuse me. So overall, Yellow should be just fine on gold and wood. Food is a little bit off out in the wilderness, but he does have 2 buried deposits relatively close to him. Oh, and it looks like the Ayubids aged up exact same time as well. I think he went for economic growth, because I think, yeah, he has 23 villagers, so he definitely went for economic growth. And not for the wood refund. The wood refund one just needs to be changed. That seems like a completely worthless age up. And yellow does find another wolf there. As mentioned before, magenta does have both his deers over here. Wood pretty close to each other, so it has natural barriers. Gold and stone tightly clumped up there. But we got two large gold deposits in the center, contestable. Oh, look at this. Yellow stone's all in a big line. Not like the roots can pull out stone walls, but that can still be useful for mass keeps. Let's see. The Roost player does have enough stone and enough wood to get a secondary town center. He's going to employ it next to this pile of deer. And looks like got fast castle for magenta. Ultramarine advancements rate has been slightly nerfed, so now more time to research. I think the amount of resources reduction's down by 100. Either way, he is very close. He is... Oh, no. Ultra Wing Logistics. He's going for the triple dervish. No, wait. Yeah. So he's going for 3 dervish. That will allow him to grab the relics quickly. So he's not being maximum economical. He's going to be eyeing for future economics of the relics. You now have a stable there and a house. A line of fortified palisade walls. He's going to collect up at least 3 out of 5 relics. Probably won't grab this one, though it is a possibility. Now the Kremlin's right there. So he should be able to claim up 4 out of 5 relics, I'm guessing. And maybe the sacred sites after that as well. Is going for a Desert Raider. And Yellow Scouts, they're in triangle. He has his opponent's base triangulated, so he's able to see everything between. And no, that's not because it's a Company Heroes 1 ability. It's just simply the fact that Scouts have good vision, they see literally everything. Let's see, how much do they see? Pretty much the entire base. Well, a little bit less now, because we got Desert Raider. Nice snipe there with the arrow. He's almost next to advanced age. He knows about the Desert Raider, which could give him a false sense of direction. Oh. Scout. He should probably eye it to Ghost. Yes, he's going to Ghost. No, he did not Ghost. This Scout goes down as well. Very good pick and does fall back to Scout. He may use this Scout to shank his opponent's Scout. And there's Castle Age. There's Dervishes now pulled on the field. Going to be claiming the relics now. Yellow has no military units to contest this. Even at this point in time, Spearmen may have a bit of trouble. Dervishes move the same speed as Horsemen. I don't know what their smooth speed is with a relic, but I think it may be faster than a Spearman. It is not faster than a Spearman, but fast enough that a Spearman will still have trouble keeping its distance. A Spearman do move at 1.24 tiles per second, while this Dervish, loaded up, has 1.22. In other words, it's going to be hard for a Spearman to track him down. So I'm going to throw torches onto this wall there. Very good. 3 relics have been... 1 relic's been claimed, 2 relics have been picked up. He's going for relic number 4. I'm not buying for the sake of sight. You shouldn't be aware of that relic. He walked by it. Scouts falling on back. Bruce players going for hardened spearmen. Now we've got the high trade house not being pulled on the field. High trade house is being pulled out right there. That's not a good spot for it. But I don't think there is a good spot for it. Actually, right around here may be a bit better because at least get some of the bush trees. Because here, it doesn't even reach the bush trees. Yeah, that's not a really good spot for the high trade house. Maybe should have gone for the abbey instead. Even then, blowing out warrior monks. Warrior monks cost a lot of gold. Personally, I think warrior monks their price should be swapped to 200 food, 40 gold, rather than 200 gold, 40 food. That would probably make them a little bit more deployable. They'll still be a bit overpriced for what they can do. But I think that would be a good way to help balance them out. Either way, we've got a good number of desert raiders and the scout throwing some torches. Sacred site's been captured. Got 6 hardened spearmen on the field. Make that 7. Veteran spearmen research the way. Sacred site victory on the way. Magenta has claimed the 4 relics. Torches have been being thrown. Now got some camel lancers deployed on out. He has a large number of camels. 8 camel lancers, 1 desert raider. And a good number of dervishes there. Spearman, of course, is the way to go. Hardened spearman is almost complete. He may want to get his spearman over here to help with the contain. That was a breach. He does have access to militia. 5 charges of militia. Does have the another round of fortified palisade walls. Dervishes could actually charge the way forward and claim that relic that's in the back line. But could be possible he claims relic number 5. Still doubt it. Got triple barracks, more housing, and a blacksmith. Increased range damage for the Ayyubid player. Starting to transition to mass archers. This is bonus going from mass spearmen.
Построено крепко есть. Трудитесь надо. Что велите? Построено крепко есть.
That structure does get cancelled. We now have siege workshops going on up. Mangonels could be very useful to go along for spearmen. As the opponent did see a good number of spearmen, so he's likely to expect archers. Got a good number of camels here. Walls about to go on down. He has a good number of spearmen here in ambush. That's why he has them behind the shrubs. However, his opponent does have a scout in this region. Here comes a spearman charging way forward. Good attempt at an ambush. You actually don't really see players even attempting ambushes, and that was a good attempt. But of course, his opponent was smart enough to have a scout, or not lose his first scout. Barrier's not being claimed. He does have a hunting cabin here, providing some decent amount of gold income. And we still got the Sacred Site victory in favor of the Ayyubids. Bruce player is pretty close to pop cap. And no resource in reserve. The Ayyubid player has plenty of gold in reserve. Going for a large number of palisade walls. Actually, a decent sized force here in reserve, including Gilons and Gilons, archers, handful of crossbows,
Построена
dervishes.
крепко есть.
Going for more fortified palisade walls. A spearman, if they could potentially completely trap these guys, get some walls up. If they start pushing their way forward and don't break on through, the spearman could deny their escape. He has a very good number of spearmen. That's what he's doing. He's skating around the far side. He does get detected there. Some of his forces did part him forward. But he has a number of spearmen already here. Needs to body block them. Get some good damage there. Does only get one of the camels and severely wounded a couple of them. You haven't claimed these berry bushes now. Still a good number of deer on the field. These deer have not been touched either. Crossbow does go down. Wooloo being attempted. He does dodge it. But the number of villagers will go down. He will take out the Magna as well. Great pick there by Magenta. Magna does not go down there. Actually, a lot more went down for Magenta there. Did take out some villagers, however. High trade house here. Oh yeah, you can build farms around the high trade house. I don't know why. I don't really see that one too often. Unless I'm going crazy. Oh look, a sheeple. And overkill that guy, and that guy is good and dead.
Есть. Радость.
Сделайте ряды! На брань выступайте! Что велико...
Что накажете? Построено есть. Радость велия есть.
Нас стреляют!
Starting to break his way over here. His opponent has the Water Key. He's going to try to decapture the Sacred Site. He only has 4 minutes remaining. That's not a lot of time. He is going for Boyard's Fortitude. Doesn't have a whole lot of cavalry on the field. Did claim that one relic. Does have the Warrior Monk on the field. Going straight for the keep is probably a good idea. He does have the Warrior Monk decapturing the Sacred Site, and does cancel the keep. We do have a force here, deploying out the unique Mangonel. We do not see uniqueness of the Mangonel in this engagement. Got a number of crossbows here. The Gilon's going to be very useful against the Spearmen. Crossbows do take a pretty good volley there from the Mangonel. Spearmen overrunning the Mangonel variant. Let's take out a couple more crossbows there. Mangonel gets a good hit there on that formation. Mangonel will go down to the Gilons. And now with the AoE heal there activated by the Dervishes. Getting some very effective healing there. Keep is being restarted there for a couple of Bruce men-at-arms and spearmen there. Let's have a keep. And there is the Spring Golem placed down a very damaged outpost. And the rest of these Gilons and Spearmen will be cleaned up, but the Sacred Site has been decaptured, so the Sacred Site victory is reset. Dervishes can go ahead and start changing that around. Wooden Fortress will go down. Over here, more fortified palisade walls.
تم البناء يبدو جيدا
Magenta has still a sizable force, 64 versus 31. Value is also nearly doubled as well. Another keep over here. Fortified outpost with Spring Golem placement. That looks like a dead archer or spearman. Can't really tell. Yeah, it could have been a villager, for all I know. Yeah, that probably was actually a villager.
Дайте мне работу.
We do now have the veteran horseman research for the Rus. Does have +1 range damage, going for more Mangonels. Mangonels do have longer range than keeps, but they can be used to siege down keeps. I'll be a little bit slower than Battering Rams or Trebuchet, but they can still be useful. Sacred Sight countdown once again. The IB player has plenty of gold. Don't see the age up just yet. He is at his golden age, tier 3. Fortified palisade walls going on up. Now the villager does go down there. And so does that one. Horseman, Rus horseman on the field. Does have Warrior's Fortitude, and these are veteran, of course. 2 Mangonels here that can cleave through these formations no problem. Villagers who get inside the wooden fortress. The Guillaumes will be slowly picked on off. Mangonels get a good volley on the Guillaumes. Does have a wooden fortress here as well. At his current rate, he really wish he had increased axles for the Mangonels. We do have now the Phalanx and a veteran or hardened spearman research. He also has over 1,000 stone. Now we've got a number of spring goals being queued on up. This opponent does have a good number of horsemen. The army size is 73 versus 73. Does get good volley there. Horseman able to close on in onto this Fairies Archer force. He has a handful of spearmen there. Cancels spring golds. Horseman was able to get some good damage there. He does run into the keep. Mangonels and spring golds push away forward. And now he's going to be finding a bit of a choke point there. And it is a nasty choke point, especially with the Phalanx. And maybe a good idea for Yellow not to try to push forward like that. Mangonels still push away forward. May find a volley there. Does not get a volley there. Run away from the Mangonels. Knows he can't really stay alive. These Mangonels nearby. They do get distracted big time there. Magenta has 2 Mangonels there. He's focusing on his opponent's Mangonels with the Mangonels. Yellow did the same. Yellow spring golds or Mangonels taking some hits there. Horsemen, Spearmen charging way forward, closing on in, breaking on through. Does get a good volley there. Mangonels still alive here, but we do have now spring gold placement inside the keep, which can slowly whittle down these Mangonels. And Yellow's and Magenta's force both have been cleaned on up. Magenta has a lot smaller force there, going for more archers. Has a number of crossbows in the field. Oh, there's another round of Mangonels, or their unique variant. However you pronounce that. Manjanki? Nogni? I have no idea how to pronounce that. They have unique incendiary attack, good versus structures, basically. Also has a wider spread, so less damage, but more reliable damage if your opponent's good at dodging. Horsemen do not engage the very exposed villagers there, going for another round of walls with very exposed villagers. Spring gold and placement there. Keep over here. Yeah, it looks like all the 6 sites are pretty well captured. This one has now been recaptured. And his opponent is going for the Siege Carpentry. Wait, when did the Rus get that technology? siege card. Oh no, that's Ayubid. It's not the Rus. I got the two players mixed up. Upon completion, siege units gain access to the structure reinforcement ability. Siege units get +2, +20 melee armor, and +5 armor for 10 seconds. That doesn't sound that useful, honestly. Unless it's an auto cast ability, then that would be much better. But until that point, not really that useful. I suppose for battery rams wouldn't be half bad. +20 melee armor. Boiling oil now being researched. Now I got the Rus player also going for his siege engineers. Horsemen trying to torch down stuff. Maybe trying to eye for these walls. This one does have a spring golem placement. Currently does have still just Golden Age Tier 3, but 2 structures away from Golden Age Tier 4, making siege units 20% less resource intensive. I just love how many walls are on the field for the Rus. Look at all the walls. Horseman trying to torch down the outpost. Does get some good damage onto it, but it is getting hit by some spearmen. Spearmen have killed that villager. Now trying to eye for these villagers. He's now going for the high armory, which will give him cheaper siege weapons himself. So both sides will have access to 20% cheaper siege weapons. And do we see Ayubid research on the way? No, we do not. And the Ayubid player does have enough resources to age up. He is going for the Trading Advisors. This will give him 7 Adabags, which can be garrisoned inside military production buildings, except docks, increase the newly trained unit's health by 20%. So it may be a good idea to place that in 7 barracks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 barracks there. You got a 7th barracks there, and then you get a whole bunch of healthy Elams. Or you could eye for, say, 7 stables or 7 archery ranges. Archery range is probably the least useful for that. While you probably could use more than 7 barracks production, but going for 7 stables, you probably won't get that much production going. Granted, the Tier 3 is plus 20% production speeds. Fortified palisade walls starting to get torched on down. Got a good number of horsemen there, but we got a good number of spearmen here. Crossbows not going to be super effective as horsemen, just regularly effective. Got a handful of spring golds as those mangonels there. Horsemen should keep their distance. One horseman does go down. Does pick off a spring gold there, very nice. Does of course have the 12.5 tile range. Mangonels to get a good volley there. Horsemen pushing their way forward in these formations. Crossbows in tow. Magenta does have some horsemen hitting some villagers here. No, that's not horsemen, that is straight up heavy infantry. All of Magenta's siege weapons do go down, and now there's a sizable army in Yellow's base. We got a sizable amount of forces here. He does kill off a good number of villagers, but was not paying attention to this area. And now he has access to 7 Adabags. He may want to make sure they don't charge forward too near all these formations. He may be trying to get inside the barracks right now. Right now he is trying to go for more Gilam, so he's going for mass Gilam production. The Rus is starting to bring out some Streltsy. Trelitz, of course, a cheaper hand cannoneer with a emplacement ability. Man Orange 3-4 getting some damage over here. Do not gotta keep him clubbed by Yellow. Got Culverin firing away, does take good hits there. Magenta still has a force here, which could go around raiding. Yellow's eyeing for a keep here. He may just want to hold this region for now. Barracks going for more of the Guillaumes. I wonder where the Adabegs all went. I'm not sure where the Adabegs may have went. That's a Dervish. There's an Adabeg. He's putting some Adabegs in the barracks over here. Some of these siege weapons are getting prepared on up. One Magnel's just got hit. Magnel down. Got elite horsemen and elite spearmen pushing way forward. Over here, Magenta's pushing forward, throwing a whole bunch of spearmen there, as well as a bombard. Magenta has a sacred side victory in 3 minutes 40 seconds. That has to change. The Rus player needs to change that, or else he will lose. Sacred side's right there. That's a possibility. He has a bombard back here. He may have lost the bombard. He is losing some villagers as well. And the bombard, there's actually the bombard. Some Guillaumes now being put out. Right now, if Yellow's keeping this region, it's going to cause some issues. Horseman and Spearman escaping on out. Over that bell reminds Rus of the fact that there is a secret side victory against him. These are villagers. Magenta keep there. Yellow keep going on up. Again. Does have one fortress here. We go for the castle watch, just get the extra vision. Bombard engaging the keep. That's the one thing that's stopping him from getting that sacred site. Right now, Magenta has an army of 27. Has to make sure not to build units around over here. He has big Adabegs between the barracks and stables over here. And these Guillaumes are being picked off one at a time. This is not good placement there. Magenta does have quite a bit of wood, so you could eye him for a good number of battering rams. He has a good number of Guillaumes there for battering rams. And there goes the keep. 2 minutes remain. The Rus player, all he needs to do to stop it is to get on top of it. Get on top to stall it. The captain will stop it. And he is starting to rally some Guillaumes over here. Yellow's not paying attention. Okay, now he's starting to make his way down here. There's only 3 Guillaumes. He's heading, tasking all these villagers to get onto this sacred site or to shank that Guillaume. Yellow right now has quite a bit of food and wood, so going for some more horsemen. Maybe I for some proxy stables or barracks for horsemen and spearmen. That sacred site will be decaptured. And looks like Magenta is back of the game now. This is Angrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. I have time for one more replay tonight. I do know there were some other good replays. Yep, here we go. 48 minutes, Abbasid Dynasty versus Rus. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Age of Empires 4 replay. Spawn on the bottom right side has the Cyan Abbasid Dynasty with a smooth operator. Spawn on the top left side has the blue Rus who have killed Jardi. Of course, since we do have a Rus player on the field, let's switch out of caster mode and get over to the Rus player to check on the trade bounties. Take a look at the map. This map has small deer deposits. And looks like Blue does claim up 2 of those. Got another small deer deposit here. Small deer deposit here. This deer deposit has been mostly cleaned up. There's still a deer alive. This one's been cleaned up. This one has not been touched. Does find some sheeple there. He may have not seen this deer deposit just yet. Who has a good number of sheep there. Better stay away from the town center. Don't want to lose them. House of Wisdom going on up. That one just got cleaned up. This one's already cleaned up. And Cyan finds his opponent's large deer deposit. Oh, there's actually only 5 deer in this large deer deposit. Not a big deer deposit. So, ooh, he only has tier 1 trade bounty. That ain't good. He can kill off both boar to get up to tier 2. He is going to claim the boar now. This will put him to 200 gold. That's why he went for boar right now. And now he's going for the Kremlin. In actuality, let's switch out of the castle mode now. The Kremlin will provide, it'd be a good spot there for the wood collection as being a wooden fortress. Maybe even reach over here with some other infrastructure to make it leech over there. His opponent's now going for the economic wing, which will of course allow him to access the Fertile Crescent. He's also taking time to clean up boar. He doesn't have a hunting cabin in this region. There's a hunting cabin in this region. So you get a good amount of food from the boar, but of course, tier 1 trade bounty is very not good. Off this other board, we'll give him tier 2 trade bounty, so it's probably a good idea to do that. Economic now research, immediately going with the Fertile Crescent. As well as the fresh foodstuffs, reduce the villager cost by 25% and all its economic buildings by 25%. The reduction in economic buildings also does apply to town centers. I'm gonna sneeze. Sorry about that. And right now, Cyan is eyeing for a secondary town center. Hopefully, he gets the proper amount of stone for that. Looks like that is the proper amount of stone. Now it's costing. Yep, since we don't have them actually selected, so we probably can't really see its cost difference. Either way, town's just not going on up. We went from 284 stone down to 22, so you can do the mathematics there of 262 stone. The Kremlin is off the side, which is both good and bad. It'd be hard to protect the town center, but good to protect the boar, the gold, the wood, the small deer deposit. And it looks like Cyan's going to be collecting this berry deposit. Both his town centers are pretty close to each other, so it looks like both players eyeing for eco. Let's fast forward a little bit. Scouts do throw some torches there, and just being annoying. Granted, the House of Wisdom does provide +5 firearm to everything, so these torches are not doing a lot of damage. Like both players going to be eyeing for now for Fortress Age, or Castle Age. And now there's a high trade house being pulled on out over here. Can't tell if that's a better spot or here. Either way, that's probably the best spot he can get. Science Scout was being annoying. He may get shanked. On aging up, the Roost player will have access to crossbows and man-at-arms. The Abbasid Dynasty player will have access to Ghiloms and Lancers and Camel Lancers. As well as, depends which age up he goes for. He doesn't have even the tier 1 the tier 1 golden age. What? How's that possible? He doesn't have the tier 1 golden age, was basically assumed, like he's not even close, 6 out of 10. He has not gotten any extra housing on the field. So he's missing out on quite a bit of economic benefits. He's going for the military wing now. They'll give him 2 free camel riders, as well as access to boot camp, composite bows, and the agriculture. Early Knight now being put on field in age 3. Could be upgraded the Knight. The monster now going on the field. He's going to try to claim some relics. The camel riders popping out will be very useful engaging those warrior monks. Blue Scout has taken some damage. You should be able to see the military wing being constructed.
Готово, если потрудитесь. Сейчас начну делать их.
So there's plenty of food left there, even cleaning some of these small deer deposits. And these hunting cabins a little bit around everywhere will provide some decent amount of gold. The gold is capped. At this age, it will be capped at, let's see, 300 is at 0, so plus 25% of tier 2 trade bounty. At 375, if my math is incorrect. Lancer or Knight does charge way forward. It is a full Knight, not an early Knight. Now he too is going to throw some torches there. And the camel riders will be popping out relatively shortly. He hopefully has a rally there. No, they actually get rallied out. Either way, there is the camel riders. They will quickly report that Knight. Knight does go down. The Knight says good night, and the Scout goes down. Relic number 1 being brought on back. Camel riders do good damage versus cavalry. And when you get them up to Imperial Age, they basically have heavy armor without being classified as heavy armor. More Knights not being put on field. Going from Mass Knights against Absent Dynasty may not be that great since the Camel Riders. This one is going with some Lancers. Last of those berries have been cleaned up. There's more berries over here, and of course the deer. Who's trying to push his way down south? Scouts will be engaged in the scout. He did rebuild a scout, and he does have 3 Knights in this region, but that will be inferior to 2 Lancers and a Camel Rider. 1 scout goes down. It looks like the warrior monk over here went down as well. He's picked up another relic. More Knights being put on the field. Warriors Fortitude will help him even out the capability. Let's get attacked there. Getting some good damage. More Knights charging way forward. Lancers. We got an army of 7 Knights versus 4 Lancers. 1 Camel Rider. Looks like Blue Scouts did draw quite a bit of fire there, which actually is good for Blue. Lancers charging way forward. I don't think it's a good engagement there for Blue. Or really for Cyan. Blue needs to fall back. Does lose some Knights there. Looks like 2 Knights went down versus 1 Lancer. His units are quite wounded. As long as those Camel Riders are nearby, he's going to have severe trouble. Six more Knights on the build queue. He really should get out Warriors Fortitude relatively soon. These guys are far too wounded to charge on in, but he's going to charge on in.
Плотницы наказаны.
His opponent's army is wounded, but not as much as his opponent. And looks like both players are backing on off. May want to get a warrior monk in that region, just get those guys healed up. Relic number 3 is being claimed by blue. The last relic's way over there, so it looks like blue's going to claim up 4 relics. Not bad. He is going for Warriors 4-2, going for some blacksmith research. His opponent does not have any blacksmith research. Going for another mining research. Mining 2, not even got food 1 or nor wood 1. And he doesn't need any of this research just yet. Gonna take out 4 there. Let's take a look at his trade bounties. He will always have tier 2 trade bounty. Yes, he does. Just got it from the boar. And now it looks like blue's going to click a bit of stone. Maybe eyeing for a keep. Going for some keeps instead of the map is a good idea.
Кстати, много будет.
1-6 has been catched up by Cyan. Let's see, what other one did you go for? There's no trade post on the map, so it's probably a good idea to go for the culture wing instead of the trade wing, because you can trade with your own trade post for a penalty, but it's probably not worth it. And at least the preservation knowledge would be useful. He is going for boot camp now to improve his health of his units.
Приготовляйтесь, наказы исполняйте.
Sign up, push way forward. Got a charge attack here. Good hit. And this will take out a couple of his camel lancers. Blue needs to fall back. There's just too many lancers to reach in. There's currently an army of 18 knights here versus an army of 15 lancers, 4 camel riders. It's not going to go well for blue. Blue's engaging. Archer's not doing much of this engagement. Blue does have 1 melee damage and 1 mid-range armor. And the Saint's Blessing could have been useful. Saint's Blessing was activated there. So receiving damage debuff and probably good to receive a little bit armor there, but still a 1v1 there, a little bit inferior. Though with Warriors Fortitude, the outcome was relatively similar. More knights now charging way forward from pursuing these forces. There's 2 camel lancers in the region. Science force is quite wounded. Blue has some wounded there, units there. More archers. Now it does have a handful of crossbows. Starting to engage. Up here, knight getting overwhelmed by lancers. And there goes the camel lancer or camel rider. The warrior monk could take time to heal up these forces. This was gonna go straight up here. Got some camel lancers, or not camel lancers, lancers. The knight here, all of them very, very wounded. So yeah, letting the warrior monk heal up these forces is probably a good idea. He will make his way forward. Does see the hit. Saint's Blessing's now activated there, giving him +2 damage, +1 armor. And these knights are just far too wounded. He should have just stayed back and healed them up. Absent plays going for more crossbows, more lancers. No camel lancers, not camel lancers, camel riders. His opponent is just going for a good number of spearmen, which I can't blame him. Spearmen are pretty good. They're just hardened spearmen at the moment, not veteran spearmen. And now we do have the Divine Light, increasing the duration of Saint's Blessing by 10 seconds. How that works, Saint's Blessing, when a monk strikes, It does do an AoE, but that is like an AoE burst to apply the buff to all nearby units. The warrior monk does not need to stay alive for the buff to maintain.
Арницы на коне.
So getting a quick hit there will improve all your nearby units.
Слушайте, на Казина стеля суть.
It is also going for herbal medicine, which at this point in time he actually sort of does need.
Арницы наказа ожидают.
Additionally, he could get increased health, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Piety for increased health. If he would have gone for the unique, the Abbey, he could have got, what, plus 100 health, something. They can improve effects of the Saint's Blessing as well. There's some good research there. Knights moving around, Lancers trying to pursue. Oh, we got a great impalement there on these villagers, and he's going to go straight for the villagers. He's going to lose some of these knights here. Well, he's going to lose all those knights unless he runs away. There is an opening down there to escape to. He's now going for more melee damage. He has gotten some range armor. We're around engaging. Right now, Science, since he does have 3 towns of the field versus opponents 2. He has more villagers. A lot more. Bruce Player did go for secondary town center. Must be pretty recent, honestly. But Blue did kill off a good number of his opponent's villagers.
Сейчас.
The rest of these forces now making their way back up north. I want to check on something.
Все латницы готовы. Наступайте, латницы, смелее.
We got a good number of spearmen here. And we got a Saint's Blessing as well.
Повинуйся! Сделано будет!
The warrior monks may want to keep their distance. Now you will pick off that single villager there. Designed for some fortified palisade walls there. Got some spearmen over here. This one's from mixing some archers, or a archer. You can always get some composite bowmen. Absolute Dynasty basically has some of the best basic archers in the game. You're able to get boot camp and composite bows, make them generally a bit more effective. Besides now eyeing for a forward keep, going for Siege Workshop and a Siege Workshop. Gonna be torching down the keep now, getting some distance now. We do now have a Mangonel here. Spearman starting to engage. Mangonel finds a direct hit there on those crossbows. He's not reacting to another volley. Fires a volley. Gets another good hit there. Mangonel does go down, however. Does get some good damage there. It does have Siege Workshops. One almost fully built, the other one's just interrupted. He's trying to fall back there. Got a Siege Workshop here. It's going for a Trebuchet. Have to wait Trebuchet. He has a Spring Guard placement in this garrison, fully garrison. All garrison villagers. Does evacuate the garrison now. Wooden forces here being upgraded with the Castle Watch to increase the sight range. Both keeps taking quite a bit of beating there. Now got 2 trebuchets over here. 1 trebuchet for the Roost player. Nope, cancels the Spring Guard, goes for another trebuchet. No siege engineers. course, I got free siege engineers. Science pointing out a mass number of trebuchets. Down south, second site being decaptured by a villager. More villagers over here. Takes out the village there, trying to build a wooden fortress. And now I've got warrior monks and knights trying to engage some of these villagers. Not enough room for all these villagers. Good number of exposed villagers here. Blues keep slowly going on down. Russia's forces falling back or inwards. Got some more villagers up here if you can find them. Keep taking some hits. Trebuchet getting some repairs.
Латницы, на коней садитесь!
Ooh, good number of villagers going down. The more villagers the Resplayer can kill off, the better he will be off. He is very far behind villager production. I got 4 trebuchets engaging versus 2. He's still pop. Oh, he's at pop cap. Resplayer is nowhere near a pop cap. Warrior monks and knights running around, trying to avoid the spearmen. Bunch of angry men of 26. You don't want to be around them. Science Keep is about to go down. Science Keep does go down. Spring Gulls pushing forward, trying to hit the trebuchets. Science has a good number of villagers here, which could try eyeing the torch down to the Spring Gulls. Warrior monks and knights moving around. Does take out 1 trebuchet. Immediately gets replaced with a trebuchet. Siege Workshop takes fire. Now it's on fire. Now it's a smoldering ruin. We also have a Mangonel here. Enemy's forces are quite wounded as well from the previous Mangonel shot there. Does us take out another trebuchet. Bruce Spearman charging me forward. There's a good number of Eloms here. Siege Workshops are going down. Science Power loses another trebuchet. Does lose another trebuchet. Siege placement does, or siege camp does go down. Siege Workshop. Get another good hit there. Sign of Blues out of frontline units has a little bit too many trebuchets now. Has 3 Mangonels, which is always very nice. More man-at-arms and spearmen is probably good for the Sporting House Mangonels. And it looks like the warrior monks will escape out of there. The knights, not so much. Look, there's still a knight. Both players in age 3, but we do now have age 4 for the Abbasid player. He has plenty of gold stored up, so he can get out some of his elite research and university research. Bruce player has a good amount of siege weapons, just lacking a front line to them. Let's get some hits on these forces. The villagers. Knight goes down, or warrior monk. Apparently, Saint's Blessing cannot be applied to other warrior monks. There's more spearmen there, and the warrior monk's now falling back. Got elite Gilom, elite spearmen, various economic techs now being researched. Got greased axles for the Bruce player. Good damage there on to the barracks. Spring Gold's here in good numbers, but not really needed at the moment. So I'm pushing forward. It's lacking a proper front line. Does have another keep here. Mangonel is pushing forward. He has 6 Mangonels, so just even pose a threat to the infantry. Spring Gulls just keep on firing. He's trying to push the Mangonels to hit the back line. You want to see good hits on the back lines, annihilating almost all of them. Some of the siege weapons starting to get cleaned on up. Not from any science Spring Gulls. Doesn't have any. Trebuchets needs good damage on the infrastructure there. Lose forces push way forward. And so I climb up gold more towards this opponent's side of the map. still has 5 Mangonels in the field, which does pose a serious threat to even the infantry. Got some composite bowmen push way forward. The adversary player does have quite a bit of food and gold. Needs a bit more wood. He's starting to queue up a whole bunch of Guilloms. The bonus infrastructure is going to be useful for the Mangonels. He's trying to build a proxy keep. Getting out more and more of the barracks. Not a whole lot of farms. Oh, there's more farms. Yes, plenty of farms. Ooh, good eye for the Spritskaya tower on the front line, but he's out of food. He's going to try to close the game now. All he needs to do is destroy 2 landmarks, the primary town center, 7,000 health, and the House of Wisdom, which has 17,000 health. Does get the knowledge. That book must have been the Mortonomicon. Saint's Bless is now activated onto these man-at-arms. So we're going to try to push forward to hit the Mangonels. Number of Blues Mangonels are going down right there. Sign does also have some battery rams now pushing way forward, taking some damage, however. Battery ram does go down there. Sign has a good number of Guilloms over here, 22 Guilloms, only 1 crossbow remains. There he is. Starting to break on through, taking out some blue siege weapons. There's a good amount of damage on infrastructure damage onto Cyan's forces. He's down to not a whole lot at the moment. He's going for mass Guilloms. Maybe squeezing out some horsemen or spearmen would help supplement his force. Extra torches wouldn't be half bad. Needs more gold. He's out of gold inside the map. That is a bit of a problem. He only has 1 relic as well. He does have elite army tactics, which is very important. Guillom's trying to bypassing the keeps, going straight to damage. He has no range damage upgrades, so they only have 12 damage per shot, and these guys do have 7 armor. They take some damage, but not a whole lot. More Guilloms push way forward. He needs some battery rams to engage the keep. Let's take out that Mangonel there. There's still another Mangonel. More Mangonels being put on the field. Right now, he just needs crossbows. Crossbows not playing on crossbows. And this one's Guilloms are pushing the way forward, overrunning all the siege weapons. The Guilloms are pushing his opponent back, destroying quite a bit of the various weapons. He's able to destroy this keep. You have access to grab some gold. In fact, he could get this gold up here. It'd be dangerous. He doesn't have any stone on it. Maybe get out enough stone to get a keep out quickly so he can quit that plane. More Guilloms push way forward. He's selling off his resources to get out more gold for more Guilloms. He is going for a handful of spearmen. They at least have good torch damage. Same as the Guilloms. Storm push way forward. Guilloms now engaging the man-at-arms and the knights. Over on the siege weapons. The Rus player is nowhere near aging up. The elite Guilloms doing some great work there, but some, including the Rus man-at-arms, are getting tied up right there, doing stupid pathing stuff. Overrunning all the siege weapons. And even get a good engagement here with the Guilloms over here. Elite army task is really helping out the Rus player. Imperial Age units versus Castle Age units. In comparison, his man-at-arms are doing 14 damage, 5 melee armor. Guillarms have 8 melee armor and 18 damage, and also a lot more health. 155 health, I think with boot camp and everything. 310 health. They have actually double the amount of health than the Roost man-at-arms. That is a large number of militia. I don't think I've ever seen a militia wave this big before. Oh, the militia have been brought on in. Guillarms gonna have a field day killing them all off. They have 8 melee armor, so the militia actually don't do a whole lot of damage to them. And now we've got a good number of battery rams pushing them forward with some spearmen in tow. The militia would soon die from a heart attack in 20 seconds. Taking out that keep, he is going for some stone. All he needs just enough to get out a keep and a gold mine. This only has 400. Deploying a keep up here would be very good. This castle does have the castle to watch. Or, not castle, that's the castle to watch, the wooden fortress. Starts pushing forward, and the spearmen now are pretty healthy as well, having both boot camp and elite army tactics, so they have a bit more health and damage than his opponent's man-at-arms. So right now his man-at-arms is superior, his spearmen is superior to his opponent's man-at-arms. Over on the Mangonels, very good. Why has he not get, okay, he's going for some crossbows now. Getting out more of the siege weapons. I got the battery rams pushing forward. Science, Blue's trying to pull out some villagers that get some torch damage. Villagers' torches have been nerfed against siege weapons. Against the keep there. More Guillarms. Now the villagers, here we go. May not got to keep out, but getting gold income is very important. He has enough gold to start spamming out more Guillarms. He has actually quite a bit of wood as well to spam out more barracks. Got a single knight here. And more knights up here. But the gold income is being collected on up. In which he has plenty of food reserves. More gold collected up. He may be forced back, but at least he would have a reserve to work with. Nice respawn with the villagers. Now moving engage. Guillarms pushing forward. Batteries connecting with the keep, but they're disintegrating. I do get a good round of gold there. Cleaned up this small gold deposit. This one's a little bit too close, though would be in the path of his reinforcements. Pass these guys a drop of the gold. Every gold set them counts. Oh, he is eyeing for a keep now. Battery rams do draw a pretty good volley there, but this keep is also getting splashed down. There's a good number of Mangonels here to hit the keep. There's some Guillarms running around, which can be a bit problematic. Those cavalry's sort of going down. He's going to take time. Yep, that keep will go down. Refunding it now will give him about 200 stone. It would be pebbles. And soon it'll be dust. Up north, we do have Guillarms engaging militia. As mentioned beforehand, their damage output against them are not that great right now. And right now, we do got a good number of Guillarms and spearmen. He does have a number of crossbows on the field. The Guillarms can connect and do good damage. These players has enough gold to age up, needs some more food, and has a bit of wood. Battery ram connect the mining camp. That is fine. This one's still alive. Oh, and the battery ram's a little bit exposed. Yeah, right now these Guillarms are going far superior. Mangonels forced to run away. Got these forces coming around for a flank. They're trying to hit perhaps the Mangonels, or I'm not sure where they're going. Hitting that battery ram there. Science pushing forward to more forces. Guillarms trying to hit those Mangonels. Got these forces engaged in the reinforcements. Mining camp has gone down. Sign has both sacred sites. I'll give him some gold income. Not a lot, but maybe enough. Magano's starting to get overran now. Racewater has some horsemen, nice getting hit by the Gilons and the spearmen. And now we do have another Magano not going on down. If he's able to squeeze out one Spring Gull, that could go a long way to deal with those Maganos. Because a single Spring Gull does have good attack speed now, in which it can help him engage the Maganos one time. You can easily queue that up to hit the Maganos. Nice push way forward. I've got the Elite Archer research. His opponent's supplying out a good number of crossbows, so archers will be a good counter. Plus, he does have boot camp and composite bows. I don't think he has incendiary arrows. Yeah, he does not have incendiary arrows. Doesn't have all his range damage either. His opponent's knights have 6 range armor. The bows are doing 10 damage at the moment. Does get inside the keep there, trying to hit some of the villagers. Now you can push forward some villagers, clean up some gold, though this area is starting to get torched. I think he's tasking some villagers over here to gold mine now. Signs forward for more melee. Battery ramps being picked up off. Right now, Sign doesn't have any level 3 economic techs. It's just purely the Golden Age stuff to give it clear economic advantage. Spearmen charging the way forward. Over here, more barracks, maybe eyeing for flanks. He is hitting some of the villagers on the flank, not bad. He's trying to get a nice little force there. He's trying to regroup some forces. He can even infest his opponent's space with some battery rams the back line. Like these guys here. The Reach player's at 82 villagers, opponent's at 132. Got archers pushing forward, can spend damage there on those crossbows. I'm not sure what these archers are doing. They must have been misrallied. Trying to push their way forward. There's a number of wooden fortresses everywhere that do have a proxy siege workshop. Maybe eyeing for some proxy batting rams. Absent player can lose some villagers, beat just fine. He does have plenty of wood. He's going for some battery rams, going for a big wave of archers and spearmen. There we go. He's tasking a group of villagers to that gold. He does have a single side victory in Still's favor. 5 minutes, 38 seconds. Battery ram here. Blue has forces here. That area has been cleaned up. Just got a single Gilon here. Oh, got a large amount of deer here. Actually, a very good number of deer. Venison's back on the menu, boys. Very lean meat, to say the least. Oh, this Maganel has 5 health. Does have a handful of 10 villagers there on the gold. Not a whole lot, but maybe it's enough. Ooh, elite archers do take a good hit there. starting to hit some of these siege workshops, which is generally fine. Sign has a bit of infestation of spearmen here. And Blue can't be losing villagers like this. He's not been in PovCap the entire time. He's bringing out some militia. His spearmen going down. He does have a good number of archers here. Spearmen flanking around the Mangonels. One of them is severely wounded. Both of them are severely dead. Batarang especially forward. More Roost Batarang especially forward. Sign should be able to hold this area. May lose some infrastructure. Doesn't have a whole lot of wood at the moment. But that gold, this little bit of gold is going to go a long ways. It may be a good possibility to go for incendiary arrows when he has a chance. Ooh, good hit there. I don't know if it's a good idea to go incendiary arrows or just more Gilons at this moment. Incendiary arrows will make his archers much more effective. And it will be just straight damage against these Roost mana arms. His Gilons right now are also superior than his opponent's mana arms. What is this pathing? A couple of Roost Mangonels firing some rounds over here. Some of the Roost villagers going down. Batarang will get shanked and its eyes poked out. Sacred Site still captured. Sign may actually win a Sacred Site victory. He has 3 minutes remaining. And Sacred Site's been providing quite a bit of gold. He's going for some Gilons now. Is it worth going to the final gold tech at this point in time? Probably not. The food technology has plenty of food, so it doesn't really need that. The wood technology and gold technology is also very tempting, I would say. But right now, going for straight military units, he may be eyeing just trying to go for the win at this moment in time, which is probably the best idea. Spearmen charging way forward to overrun these forces. As mentioned beforehand, his spearmen are superior than his opponent's mana arms in 1v1 combat, and they won't receive bonus damage from the crossbows. But they're still vulnerable to mass Mangonels like most infantry. Many of the Roost farms now being torched. Oh. I was not expecting for that one to be decaptured. Okay, Sacred Site victory is off the table for now. Some of these Roost villagers are going down. He is still pretty low on them. And he does now have a keep here to help him keep what he has earned. The elite technology. This is what's important. If you going from Castle Age to Imperial Age, the technology is incredibly expensive. But if you can obtain them while your opponent's on the previous age, your guys are massively buffed. The amount of the Roost farms going down, the Roost player does need the food and wood. The Roost player actually has quite a bit of gold stored up. And honestly, okay, he does have 30 villagers on gold. So he has too many villagers on gold. I don't see any more berries. There's deer. There's plenty of deer from the claim. You use that as interim until he gets enough wood to age up or do something with it. He may just want to get a market out and buy food at this point in time because he needs it. The gold's going to be worthless if he doesn't spend it. While it's inefficient to use the market, he needs that food. Villagers should go and force down the Batarang Ram. Got spearmen there. Got some Roost man arms gauging. He needs to collect up the deer. There's just a good number of deer. 10 deer looks like. And the Mangonels have not been a good idea for quite some time. They're good for choke points. They can be decent versus infantry, but you need a solid front line. And right now, his mana arms are just not cutting out of it. These villagers need to be tasked onto the deer. There's just so much deer there. Gilon's pushing forward once again. The Absent Dynasty player has plenty of food, plenty of wood. Yeah, so the gold is also his most precious resource at the moment. He's going for some Batarams, going for some Bombards, going for a big wave of Batarams may not be half bad. Batarams were recently nerfed in health and damage resistance, but they made them cheaper. So they're not as population efficient, but I would still spam them out.
Выставляйте оружие! Оружие готовое! Оружие судит справно! Ожидаем!
Як ви прикажете?
This gold deposit's been cleaned on up. He can go ahead and collect up this gold deposit now. More man arms. Charge or Gilon's push way forward.
Будут кровь и брать.
Yeah, he did get his +1 melee armor, so they're doing 6 armor, 155 health versus literally doubled health. A little bit more armor and a bit more damage. And Blue does back to the game. That's Andgrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. And as I mentioned beforehand, that's going to be my last replay tonight. So everyone, thank you for watching, have a good evening, and get some good rest. Enjoy.